champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1-2, but we're number one. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen,
High school, champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good afternoon to everyone, and welcome to Fletcher Field here at Woodland Park. We have a little Kahok baseball action going on for you today as we finally get our first game of the year for your Kahok baseball team here on the Kahok Sports Network. My name is Todd Duke. Glad that you are with us, and we got Collinsville taking on Civic Memorial today. Pre-game showtime, and that is brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. You can give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, the Canucks come into this contest 3-5 overall under their first-year head coach Matt Pomerantz. Civic Memorial, they are 6-5 on the year. Chris Fair is their head coach. He's into his second year in that role and has a record of 21 wins and 24 losses. Well, the Canucks come into their home opener just a couple of games below the 500 mark and looking to end a two-game winless streak. Collinsville started the year with a 8-6 win over Bradley Bourbonnais before losing 10-7 to Plainfield North, with both games taking place at Plummer Park in Edwardsville. The Canucks wrapped up their season-opening trip through Edwardsville with a hard-fought 1-0 loss to Lakeland at the District 7 JV field. Collinsville then took their annual trip to Memphis, Tennessee, and started that trip with back-to-back wins on March 27th with a 4-0 win over the Memphis Eagles and a 6-4 win over Bartlett, Tennessee, before dropping the final game in the Volunteer State in a 10-4 loss to another Memphis area team. The Canucks returned to the 618 area code and were due to play at Mascoutah High School, but the wet weather that plagued the area most of last week forced the Indians to move that home game for them to GCS Ballpark in Sauget, or Grizzlies Ballpark, whichever you want to call it. The move didn't bother Mosquito, though, as the Indians won their 7th straight game to start the season 7-0, and they did so with a 9-0 win over Collinsville and no hit the Kahawks in the process. The Eagles of Sigma Memorial High School of Bethalto come in one game over the break-even mark and started their season with back-to-back wins over St. Louis Home School, 4-0. Followed that up with an 11-5 win versus LaSalle, Peru. Both of those games were home games for Civic Memorial. 3 straight losses by the Eagles followed that. A 7-2 loss at St. Anthony, a 6-2 loss at home to Clay City, and a 3-0 loss in Clinton County at Breeze Central High School. Civic Memorial, though, rebounded with a 13-9 win over Mount Vernon before a 2-1 loss at DuQuoin. The Eagles then picked up 3 straight wins, only giving up 1 run in those 3 contests. The Eagles took the long trip south to Heron, where they beat the Tigers 1-0. Followed that up with a 10-0 win over Alton and finished the 3-game stretch with a 3-1 win over Piasol Southwestern. Civic Memorial comes into this game following a 3-2 loss, though, at Roxana just this past Friday afternoon. Had a chance to catch up with Collinsville's first-year head coach Matt Pomerantz. And that conversation will come to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an Invisired lipolaser machine. The Invisired machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The Invisired technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that Invisired offers.
Are you a collector of sports trading cards and other sports memorabilia? Then you need to check out Rippin' Rookies Cards and Collectibles in Collinsville. Rippin' Rookies specializes in sports cards from all the major sports, MLB, NBA, NFL, plus Star Wars cards and more. Rippin' Rookies buys, sells, and trades cards and other memorabilia, and they have a large selection of single and graded cards. Walk-ins at Rippin' Rookies are welcome, or you can set up an appointment for large collections at sales@rippinrookies.com. Rippin' Rookies, 102 East Clay Street in the Old Herald Complex. Open Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Sundays, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Rippin' Rookies, Collinsville sports card and memorabilia destination. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks!
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an InvisaRed lipolaser machine. The InvisaRed machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The InvisaRed technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that InvisaRed offers.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Well, after 8 games already played, we finally get to do a Kahok baseball game because, you know, the team spends a lot of time away from home to start the season. But here we are, home opener at Fletcher Field in Woodland Park. And joining me now on the Chiropractic Works pregame show, first-year baseball head coach Matt Pomerantz, but not the first-year coach at Collinsville because you've been doing this for a while. All right, Coach. Longtime assistant under Brett Swift. How easy or how hard has the transition been going from assistant to head coach as you worked toward the beginning of the 2026 season?
I'm going to take the middle ground and say it's in the middle. There's some things that are tougher, but I do have those relationships that are already built prior to me becoming the head coach. So there's been transitions within the culture that have been a little bit difficult, just getting guys bought in. But I feel like it's actually the score doesn't reflect it, our record doesn't reflect it at 3-5, but like we've been in every single game. We're continuing to improve on the offense, the defense, and the pitching side as well too. So like it's been a little bit of a process as it would for any first-year head coach, but I'm excited for it.
Well, this isn't your first gig as a head coach, so does having prior experience at Metro East Lutheran help you in this spot?
I think it does. I think it helps out with game management. What it didn't do at Metro is it's a little bit different feel for 4A versus like 1A baseball. The pitching specifically within the Southwestern Conference, it's top tier. So it's the best in the state of Illinois. So we have to be really, really strategic with our hitters, with our practice planning, and just getting everyone ready to go each and every week for this conference.
All right, you started off the season with 3 games in a kind of a round-robin tournament there in Edwardsville, both at Plummer Park, a couple of games, and then over at the District 7 Sports Complex. You don't have to break down each and every game for me, but just give me a roundabout idea of how you felt about the first 3 games of the season in Edwardsville.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question. The first 3 games, to be honest with you, we were in every single one of those games. We had situations where the ending score could have went one way or another, to be honest. So we're very, very competitive right now with some really, really good teams. I think that's going to ultimately help us in the long run because some of those schools were like Southwestern Conference schools. Faced a guy that was lefty, University of Kentucky commit, took him out after the second inning of a lot of battling. He had a lot of walks as well too, but these guys are committed to battling, and it's just, I think those first 3 games are going to help us throughout the rest of the season. So.
All right, then you had the annual trip to Memphis. I know that's something you guys always look forward to. The guys like going down there, the coaching staff, kind of a team building moment.
It is. It's definitely a team building moment. I do feel like we got closer as a team. We went 2-2, which I believe is the best record we've came out of Memphis with this being our 4th or 5th year. We were in every single one of those games as well too. None of the teams beat us, to be honest with you. There's situations where we beat ourselves, which we can go ahead and we can improve on that. That's the good news on this one. So I think the Memphis trip was great. I think the round robin trip was great, and I'm just ready to get back out here and compete, and I think these guys are as well too.
And nice to have a home opener actually at home this year too. All right, a couple of stat things that I noticed when I was putting all my stuff together. A couple of stats that are low. One of them's good. One of them's kind of I'm wondering about. The good is the low errors. You don't have a lot of errors this year, which is good, but you also don't have a lot of stolen bases.
Yeah, we speed might be something that we lack a little bit this year, to be completely honest with you. On the flip side of that, we did a lot of off-season work, so our kids are actually a lot bigger and a lot stronger. So we sacrificed a little bit of that speed, so that way we can have a little bit more power and a little bit more athleticism.
All right, so you finally came back to the 618 area code, and that wasn't a too good of a thing for you because you went to Mascoutah GCS Ballpark, and they no-hit you. Kind of give me a brief rundown on that game.
Yeah, absolutely. Their freshman pitcher is he's higher up on the IQ as a freshman than most. We didn't make adjustments, to be honest with you. What happened was we were swinging at pitches that were pitchers' pitches. We didn't battle as much as we would like to with 2 strikes. But the good news is it's baseball, and we get to come back today and we get to battle. And Saturday, we kind of went back a little bit to the basics, so we can make sure that that doesn't happen again. And I feel really good about our practice on Saturday, and I think it's going to transition over to today as well.
All right, got Civic Memorial here today. Not a slouch, man. They're a pretty good team. I think they're 6-5 on the year, or 5-6 if memory serves me. I can't remember. But it seems like they give you guys a battle every year.
Every single year when Civic Memorial comes here, we go there. It's a battle. And it's also fun, too, because knowing the head coach and Chris Fair, it makes it even that much more competitive. Last week, they beat Alton 10-0 with the same pitcher that I'm expecting us to see today as well, too. So we're going to have a battle, but I'm always going to put my guys on the line, and I think that they're going to do what they need to do in order to come out with the victory today.
All right, well, victory aside, what do you want to see out of your guys out there today?
Yeah, good question. I just think I would like to see a tad bit more energy in the dugout and on the field, but then just being able to battle. That Mascoutah game, I don't like losing, if I'm being honest with you. And so, like, if we learn from that and we come back out and we battle against Civic Memorial and their pitcher and Chase Butler, who is a very, very strong pitcher as well too, then I think I'll be happy with us going forward. So that's what I'm looking forward to within this game.
All right, good luck out there today, man. Thanks for the visit.
All right, thanks, Todd. It's been a pleasure as always.
All right, Matt Pomerantz, your first-year Collinsville head coach for the baseball team. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll throw the starting 9 for each team's your way, and we'll go over some stats if we had some time. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an InvisiRed lipolaser machine. The InvisiRed machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The InvisiRed technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that InvisiRed offers.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. All Fluffed Up Grooming Salon in Caseyville is your go-to place to get that pampered treatment for your fur baby. All Fluffed Up offers one-on-one grooming sessions by skilled and professional groomers, focusing on a stress-free and fear-free experience for both pup and pup parent. Owned and operated by former Kahok Jenny Eves, All Fluffed Up in Caseyville offers nail trimming, ear cleanings, bathing, and fur trimming, as well as full cuts. All Fluffed Up Grooming Salon in Caseyville, 16 East Reynolds Street. Call Jenny Eves for an appointment at 618-855-8533. Mobile grooming coming soon. That's All Fluffed Up in Caseyville, 618-855-8533. Looking for some unique food options, super cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere with an attentive staff? Look no further than Hurricanes Bar and Grill in Collinsville. Owned and operated by former Kahok State soccer champ Tim Johnson, Hurricanes has been one of the area's great meeting places for fun, food, live sports and music, and video gaming. Daily specials like Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, and Fish Fridays. Hurricanes will tackle those hunger pains. Hurricanes is always open during all of Uptown Collinsville's Main Street festivals. Hurricanes is the place to satisfy your hunger and thirst needs. Hurricanes Bar and Grill, 222 West Main Street in Collinsville. Give them a call for carryout orders at 618-345-0846. 618-345-0846. Mike and Sarah's Produce in Collinsville is a one-stop destination for seasonal fruits, vegetables, and more. Located at 116 North Bluff Road, Mike and Sarah's Produce features fresh selections of your favorite fruits and veggies, from cherries, peaches, and watermelons to corn, tomatoes, and zucchini. You can find all of your produce needs at Mike and Sarah's. Seasonal favorites such as pumpkins in the fall, summer peaches, spring asparagus, and more. Plus, Mike and Sarah's Produce is a go-to in the spring for flowered plants, hanging baskets, and a large selection of fresh seafood. Mike and Sarah's Produce, 116 North Bluff Road in Collinsville. Stop by today. Looking for something to get your student involved in? Maybe joining the Collinsville Kahok Trap Team is that something. Created in 2017, the Collinsville Kahok Trap Team has joined a long line of area schools in one of the fastest growing and safest sports in the country. Trap shooting is a fun, team-oriented outdoor sport that offers friendship, competition, and teamwork, all in a safe and fun environment that encourages students to be part of a team in which they will learn valuable skills and are encouraged to engage in community involvement through volunteering and mentoring. If Collinsville Trap sounds like something your student would be interested in, call Collinsville Trap at 618-795-9893 or visit Collinsville Kahok Trap on Facebook. 618-795-9893. Caseyville VFW Post 1117 Auxiliary supports the VFW with post projects and fundraiser events. The Caseyville VFW Auxiliary also provides donations and sponsorship for Veterans in Need, Jefferson Barracks in St. Louis, the Caseyville Food Pantry, outreach programs, summer lunches for students in the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and now the Kahok Sports Network. Plus, sponsoring CHS programs like band, theater, and sports. If you would like to provide support or join the Caseyville VFW Auxiliary, contact the Caseyville VFW Post 1117 at 618-344-9878. Once again, we welcome you back here to Fletcher Field on Woodland Park grounds here in Collinsville. Todd Duke is my name. Zach Rosen will be along here in just a moment. Let's get you started with the lineups here. We'll begin with Civic Memorial as they will be batting first, and they will lead off with Dane Goddard. He'll lead off and play center field. The pitcher, Chase Butler, will bat second and pitch. Jacob Flowers batting third and playing third. In the cleanup spot is Luke Klauser. Batting fifth is the right fielder, Brock Rust. Batting sixth is shortstop Ryan Lamar. Hudson Wesley will be batting seventh and playing first base. Batting eighth and playing second base is Evan Spurgeon. And batting ninth and playing left field is Brady Hasenjager. For Collinsville, when they come to the plate, they will feature Carson Perrell, who will lead off and play center field. Roman Pomerantz in the number 2 spot. Playing third base and batting in the number 3 spot, Will Swip, who's playing shortstop. In the cleanup spot is the first baseman, Rain Holting. Logan Odell is the DH today. He'll be batting fifth. Henry Sterneman is the pitcher batting sixth. Braden Henson playing left field and batting seventh. Eli Clay is behind the plate and batting eighth. And Kyle Swartz is in right field batting ninth. And the DH, Logan Odell, will be batting for the second baseman, Ben Tillman. On the other microphone, the one and the only Zach Roseman. How are you, sir?
Pretty good, Todd. Happy to be here. It's the home opener for the Kahok baseball squad. Getting ready. I've gotten the opportunity to watch the 2 games, first 2 games of the year for the Kahawks. So I think 3-5 record. There's been some positives and some negatives. But looking forward to seeing how things go against a solid CM squad here on a beautiful Easter Monday.
It is very nice outside. Been sunny all day. Got to get out and get some grass cutting done at my house, and did all that in a short sleeve shirt, but I'm up here in a sweatshirt right now because this box does not have sunshine in it. when you get here. And the first pitch is in there for a called strike over the outside corner to the leadoff batter, Dane Goddard. And Goddard comes in batting .250, has a double, no RBIs yet, and his 6 hits to go along with his 6 runs as he looks at one high and tight, and the count now even at 1-1. Sternman on the mound this year. This is his 3rd game, his 3rd start, and he is 1-0, 13 innings so far. He's given up a couple of runs, all of them earned, as a 1.08 earned run average, as that one did he go in there? Okay, yeah. Got in there for a strike. 1.08 earned run average, and Sternman has 4 walks to go along with 9 strikeouts. And Sternman, he's ready to go with the next pitch, and reaching for it was Goddard, and Goddard strikes out swinging, and we have a 1 out. Not a bad start there.
Nope.
Batting second, the pitcher.
All right, here is Chase Butler, the pitcher. Butler comes in as the leading hitter so far for Civic Memorial this year, batting an even .400. He has 2 triples, 3 doubles, and 7 runs batted in. And looking in the home run category here for CM, they do not have any so far this year. Collinsville has 1, and that was off the bat of Logan Odell, who will be the DH here today. So here is Butler, batter number 2. And the next pitch swinging a ground ball to the third baseman, Roman Pomerantz. Up, over, and out. Nice throw by Roman Pomerantz, 5-3 on the putout. Let's set that defense for you. We told you about it during the lineups, but let's give it to you in its entirety here. From left to right in the outfield, Braden Henson in left, Carson Perrell in center. Kyle Swartz is in right field. Roman Pomerantz, who you just saw, the coach's son over at third base. Will Swip at shortstop. Ben Tillman at second. Rain Holting at first base. And Henry Sternman is pitching to Eli Clay. And the next pitch is on the outside corner to Jacob Flowers, the third baseman. Flowers batting .350 on the year. He has a couple of triples to go along with his 7 hits, his 5 base hits, and he has 5 runs batted in on the year. There's a chance for the shortstop, Will Swip. He's up with it. And a quick 1-2-3 inning here at Fletcher Field, and that's a very fast inning, which we like to see. Yep. And that'll take us to the bottom half of the first. We'll get our first look here at Collinsville when we come back from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit BenjaminFEdwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC. Once again, we welcome you back here to Fletcher Field here in Woodland Park. The outfield is pretty much on the intersection of Olive and California Streets, just in case you wanted to get some kind of an idea of where we are. Collinsville will come up to the plate, and the pitcher that they will be facing is going to be Chase Butler. Butler is 2-0 with a 1.79 earned run average in 15 2/3 of an innings. He has given up 4 runs, all 4 of them earned. He has struck out 19 and walked 6 along the way. And the first batter he will face will be Carson Perrell. Perrell comes in batting .240, has 1 run batted in, a couple of doubles mixed in here with his 6 hits, so 4 base hits and 2 doubles on the year as Civic Memorial meets out on the mound after the final warm-up, and they will go back to work. Of course, Their colors also involve a little purple. They are purple and gold, although the jerseys they're wearing today look a lot more like yellow than gold. But so I guess it's kind of a variation of gold.
It's close enough, right?
Yeah. They got the purple ball caps on with the gold rims.
Got kind of a Cardinals adjacent logo on there, I think.
Yeah. And they have the word Eagles written across the fronts of their jerseys. Carson Parrell up there, first pitch swinging, skies it high to Hudson Wesley over at first base, and that's how the bottom of the first gets started here for Collinsville. One pitch and one out. Let's set the defense for you for Civic Memorial. Brady Hasengager is in left field. Dan Gutter is in center field. Brock Rustin left. On the infield around the horn at the hot corner is Jacob Flowers. Ryan Lemar is at shortstop. Evan Spurgeon is at second base. You just saw Hudson Wesley over there at first base. Chris Butler on the mound, and he is pitching to Luke Klauser. And now at the plate is the coach's son, Roman Pomerantz. Having a hard time getting the lips to work here today. 263 average for Mr. Pomerantz. He swings at one and skies one to deep center field. On the move is the center fielder, Dane Gutter. He's not going to get there. That'll roll all the way against the fence. And the throw into second base is going to be a lot late. And Roman Pomerantz is on second base with a one-out double.
All right. Nice start there.
Third, shortstop number
Able to get over
55, Will Swift.
Godar's head out, head out there in center. And we'll see what Will Swift able to do here with a runner on second and one out.
Will Swift, the leading batter for Collinsville, batting an even 400. 3 runs batted in, has a double mixed in with 7 singles. Let's see if he can get a hold of one as well. Lots of room out there in that right center field gap if he wants to go that way off the end of the bat. Instead, he goes the other way with a line drive right over the head of Matt Pomerantz, who is in the coach's box down the third base line. Reed Smith doing the same thing down the first base line for Collinsville coaches. Not a lot of wind today. There is a little bit. American flag down the right field line is showing a little bit of movement and mostly straight down that line. So we'll see if that helps out the left-handed batters, if they can get one up in the air.
Yeah,
310 down that first base line. I believe 340 or something like that down the third base line. The signage is not out there. In the gaps, 375, the deepest part of this ballpark. That's in the left center field gap, and 360 in the right center field gap. As Butler checks out Pomerantz over at second, brings one home, Swift down the line, but that's just foul. A couple of times he's gone down that way.
Able to just a little bit out in front, not crazy high velocity from Butler, but obviously a pretty good ERA, so he's found ways to get guys out for the most part, but Collinsville with an opportunity here, runner on.
Yep, got a runner in scoring position here in the bottom half of the first, one away. And Butler is ready with the next. Here it comes. Swinging a foul ball the other way this time. That's going to head onto the road behind us there. Olive. Olive and Clement, I believe. Claremont, okay, is the cross street over there. Got a gentleman sitting out on his porch over there watching this game from his home.
Yeah.
It's a nice view if you can get it.
Yep.
Pomerantz has his lead from second base. And the second baseman, Spurgeon, bluffing to come in. Swinging a high fly ball, but I believe that one is going to, it's going to stay in play if somebody can get there, and kind of twisted around a little bit. Jacob Flowers as he was going down to third baseline, and the outfielder, Hasenjager, just couldn't quite get there. It was a long run for him.
Yeah, just kind of stuck up there, but maybe not the best jump. I guess Flowers thought that maybe he was going to get out, but the wind kind of pushing stuff in from that way.
I thought it was initially going to get out.
We'll see what happens here on this next 1-2 pitch.
There's the next, and a little squibber down the line. That's foul. Pomerantz does not have a stolen base on the year. Collinsville this year has only stolen 4 bases. They've been caught twice. Parrell has 3 steals without being caught. He's the only one of the starters that has stolen a base. Kyle Swartz is 0 for 1 in that category. So Collinsville in the early goings not doing a lot of running.
No, that's a little bit of a change.
Yeah.
Between compared to the Coach Swip era. But like I said, Coach Pomerantz said the guy's kind of going for looking to get
There's
bigger.
a swinging a base hit right through third and short. Pomerantz is going to have to hold at third base, but Collinsville, back-to-back hits, have runners on the corners.
A good start to get things going. Runners on the
Batting fourth,
corners.
first baseman number 46, Rain Holting.
Rain Holting will step to the plate. And Rain on the year is the second best batter on the team, right behind Will Swip, batting .391. A couple of runs batted in, a double, and 8 base hits during his 9 base hit tear. So we'll see if he can bring at least one runner home. As Butler is ready. And the righty brings it. And that one's inside, ball 1. Field looks in pretty good shape. A little bit of brown grass out there in right field. Other than that, everything's greened up pretty nicely.
Yeah. Infield nice and lush as it typically is.
Yeah. The 0-1 on the way to Holting, swinging a foul ball back to the screen. Holting becoming quite the accomplished country singer. He's already played a couple of gigs around the St. Louis area. One of those my wife and daughter went to see over at Pops.
All right.
And he played the national anthem at one of the basketball games earlier this year, and I saw a few people, more than a few, have tears running down their eyes.
Was certainly done a pretty good job.
Yeah. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a shot right up the middle. That's at least going to score a run. Oh, and it goes right through the wickets there of Ryan Lemar on his way to third, and in there safely is Will Swip. And unfortunately, we're not going to get a run batted in here for Holting because that was just a straight-up error.
E6.
And he would have gotten one because he was not going to get the runner coming in from third. That's for sure, but he had a chance at a double play.
Designated hitter number 21, Logan Odell.
Okay, Hawks able to get a run across of the unearned variety. And we'll see what Logan Odell is able to do. Does have the lone home run for the K-Hawks, which came in one of the games down in Memphis.
Other than that, batting .333, Odell is, and besides his home run, he has 8 runs batted in, couple of doubles as well. 7 hits overall, so 4 singles, 2 doubles, and a home run. First one in there for a strike from Chase Butler. Here's the next, swing and a miss. He was trying for a home run there, that's for sure. That was a big cut.
Yeah, not a huge field. If you can get one elevated, still with some decent velocity, certainly has the power to get one out.
0-2 though on Odell, and the next pitch by Butler on the way. Stays high. Good eye.
Looking over to Coach Pomerantz for the number sequence. See if that means anything.
Runners on the corner, still just one away. And Butler is ready with the next. Here it comes. Swinging a shot down the third base side, but that's foul.
As Aiden Taylor is the in-play gopher today.
Yeah, Ray is going to be our post-game guest. There's so many seniors on this year's team. I don't have enough time to do all the senior interviews with the amount of games that we have on the schedule, so he's going to come up and we're going to take care of one of those during the post-game.
All right.
And here's the 1-2. Swinging another foul ball. That one's right up against the fence in front of the K-Hawks dugout.
Nice catch by somebody.
The next game that we have, we'll do that again. We'll have Hunter Brinker in the pregame interview, and I believe we'll have Ryan Newman in the postgame interview. Trying to get them knocked out. I don't want to leave anyone out.
All right.
Here's another 1-2 pitch, and that one hit him.
Yeah.
So, bases are going to be loaded here for Henry Sterneman, the pitcher.
And looking to help himself out here. And that will prompt a mound visit.
Yeah. Chris Fair, the former K-Hawk assistant coach, is going to come out and talk to his pitcher and see if Butler's all right in the entire infield, and battery will join him. Collinsville has the bases loaded, so they'll bring in their 3 base runners and talk things over with Coach Pomerantz. I don't know what they would talk about. You can't steal. Well, you could steal home, I guess. You know, it's always a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
Don't see it very often.
No.
Don't even see it very often in the major leagues.
No. See what you want to try and do here. If you want to try and do anything apart from just, hit the ball.
Yeah.
If you want to try and do anything.
Well, if you're a base runner, your first job is to watch the line drives.
Yep.
You don't want to get doubled off on a catch and throw.
Yeah, don't want to run yourself into an out. I wouldn't think, not at this stage of the game, I think you wouldn't try and do anything in regards to like a squeeze play or anything. So
Batting six,
we'll see.
pitcher number 17.
Henry Sterneman steps up to the plate, batting .250. 5 runs batted in on the year. He has 5 hits. All 5 of them have been singles, but we'll take one of those right now. I'd like to see number 6.
Yeah.
Might score 2 out of that. Collinsville up 1-0. Bases loaded, 1 out. Next pitch by Butler to Sterneman, or the first one to Sterneman, is outside and low, ball 1. Swip on at third, Holting on at second, Odell over at first. Collinsville looking to stack up some runs here, get a crooked number on that board. Butler, he's ready. Next pitch, high, ball 2. Well, I'm sure that Chris Fair didn't go out and say, hey, why don't you walk this guy?
No. Civic Memorial, I think, only with the 2 games this week, so you can maybe afford to have a little bit of a quicker hook.
Yeah.
For, since you don't have to manage the arms available to you as much.
That one's in the dirt, so 3-0, the count to Sterneman. If I was him, I wouldn't even swing at the next pitch.
I wouldn't think so.
No one warming up in the bullpen for Civic Memorial, but that doesn't mean anything. One of the position players could come in and take over the pitching duties if they so choose. Here's the 3-0. It's up high. Walked in a run. Sterneman gets the easy RBI.
Swip will come in to score, and that'll make it 2-0 Kahawks.
2-0 on 2 hits, a hit batter, an error.
And a walk as Tyler Hunnebrinker will come in as a courtesy runner for the pitcher Sterneman.
Hunter Brinker, also one of the pitchers who has gotten a couple of games under his belt. And here is Braden Henson, the left fielder. Henson on the year, batting .211. Looking for his first run batted in on the year. Couldn't be a better time than now. All 4 of his hits this year have been singles. Yeah. And now you have Holting on at third, Odell on at second, Sterneman on at first. And Butler is ready with the first pitch and swinging a foul ball right over the CM dugout. Collinsville, of course, trying to shake off the effects of being no hit in their last game. A 9-0 loss to Mascoutah Friday over in Sauget. So nice to see them start getting some hits early in this one.
Yeah, I mean, Mascoutah,
they're good.
Look to
they're
be, good. Gotten off to a very good start.
Yeah, they have won the last 5 regional championships, but they just can't get over the hump and win that sectional. But they've been they have a very good record every year.
Yeah, we'll off to an undefeated start, including a victory
7-0
over Edwardsville.
Yeah. 1-1 the count to Henson, and the pitch on the way. That one's in there for a strike, and that's the first strike that Butler has thrown in a while. Henson getting a chance to bat here. Eli Clay, the number 8 hitter, waits on deck. We'll see what happens here with Henson. The 1-2 pitch from Butler on the way. Swinging a foul ball back to the screen, and the count remains 1-2. Chris Keller up in the booth as well. He's got the PA scoreboard duties today.
We got Luke Welch from the Collinsville Daily News around, as well as
Clay Smith up here in the box with us as well.
Hank Matthews as well.
Yeah, there's a shot down the first base line. That's just foul. Probably by about 6 inches.
Did not miss by much.
No, it did not.
That might have cleared the bases.
It might have. It probably would have. You got on Hunter Brinker over at first, who's got those long legs and can probably stride his way all the way around with no problem whatsoever.
We do have an arm warming up in the bullpen, pseudo bullpen area. Not sure who that is.
Now, I don't have my supervision eyes with me. Another 1-2 pitch from Butler to Henson on the way. Swinging a foul ball back to the stream. I tell you what, Braden Henson doing a nice job staying alive up there, that's for sure.
Yep.
20-something. That's all I got was the first number. Looking like...
Well, 21's in the field. 24?
24, I think. Yeah, maybe. All right, we stuck at 1 and 2. Here's the next. Swinging a shot up the middle, right past the pitcher, but it goes to the second baseman. Spurgeon on over to first on the relay throw by Lamar, and that one skips all the way to the fence. So Collinsville is going to get a couple more runs scored here.
Odell stated, so that'll just be 6-4 on the, or 4-6 on the fielder's choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Batting eighth, the catcher, number 44, Eli Clay.
4-6. Holting scores. Hunnebrinker out at second. Odell safe at third. All right.
3-0 in favor of Collinsville. 2 outs now. And here is Eli Clay, the catcher. Clay on the year, batting 143. Has a couple of base hits and a couple of RBIs to go along with those base hits.
Also the team leader in sacrifice bunts with 3 already.
Yeah. Next pitch, swinging a foul ball out of play. I wrote my 4-6 down in the wrong box. So Odell's over at third. Henson's over at first. Sterneman was out on that 4-6 play.
Hunnebrinker running for him, but representing Sterneman.
And do we give another air to the shortstop?
I didn't.
No?
It didn't affect anything. So I'm going to say no.
All right, I got you. I don't know if you would have thrown him out anyway.
Yeah.
And the ball got away and the runner didn't advance. Neither runner did, so I guess you're right, no error.
Yeah, I'll just call it 4-6 on the fielder's choice.
All right, another 1-2 pitch on the way to Clay. That one's high, 2-2. We finally break the stagnation of a 1-2 count. As I tell you what, Henson had a 1-2 count for a while up there. Cal Swartz, number 9 hitter in the order for Collinsville, waits on deck. Let's see if Collinsville will get to bat all 9 of their guys here in this first inning. We'll see what Eli Clay does here with a 2-2 pitch, swing and a foul ball.
Got a piece
just
of it.
off of the end of the bat.
Yeah. So if that gotten through, may have been an opportunity there. But catcher didn't run after it too hard, so it seems like he knew that Eli got a piece of it.
Yeah, I didn't hear a tink off the bat, but with these headphones on, you don't hear much anyway. Up high with the next pitch, full count now. There is a base open, but I'm sure at this point you do not want to walk anyone. Already had a walk in this inning and a hit batter. Here's the next swing and another chance for the third baseman. Right into the glove of Flowers, and he throws out the runner, but Collinsville will get 3 across here in the opening inning for them at the plate. And we will head to the top of the second inning, and Collinsville up by a score of 3-0. And we are back with a brand new inning for you after we take a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. The choices you make to celebrate the life of your loved one should be as special as the person they represent. That's why you will always find the staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville ready to go the extra mile to meet the needs of you and your family during those times. For over 100 years, Her Funeral Home has been there for Collinsville and the surrounding communities. Of the many arrangements made after losing a loved one, the first is the selection of a funeral home. The staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville can help with that planning. Call Her Funeral Home in Collinsville at 618-344-0187. Her Funeral Home, serving Collinsville families for over 100 years. 618-344-0187. Is it finally time to start doing what you've been talking about doing for years? Start making those plans right now and let Northwestern Mutual help you plan your future. Former Kahok Joe Philpott can help you get started with that plan today. Joe Philpott, a financial advisor with Northwestern Mutual, can help build a plan specifically for you with a wide range of financial options and the flexibility to change that plan as your priorities change. To get started on your future, give Joel Philpott a call today at Northwestern Mutual's Fairview Heights office at 618-606-2022. Spend your life living with Northwestern Mutual. Call Joel Philpott today, 618-606-2022. Once again, we welcome you back here to Fletcher Field at Woodland Park in Collinsville. Todd Duke, Zach Roseman with you. Collinsville puts up a 3 spot in the bottom of the first. And now time for the top of the second. A long time off there for Henry Sterneman. Hopefully no rust has ensued. He went out there and took some warm-up pitches, though, so he should be okay. After a 1-2-3 inning, that means the cleanup man, Luke Klauser, will lead things off here for the Eagles. And the first pitch is a little off-speed delivery that stays a little high. Klauser on the year is batting .238. Has a couple of doubles, couple of runs batted in to go along with his 5 hits. And the 1-0 coming in, and that one's a little low, 2-0.
Call it strike.
Did he call it strike?
Yep.
Okay, we'll take it. Yep. Hard to see. He does that thing with his right hand, and I'm blocked from it by the rest of his body and his the back of his head. I have to pay a little bit more attention to that. Here's the 1-1. That one's definitely outside and low. 2-1. It'll be the middle of the order, Klauser, Rust, and Lamar. If anyone can get on, the first baseman, Hudson Wesley, will have a chance to bat. A couple of ground outs and a strikeout for Sterneman in that first inning of work. Here comes the 2-1, swing and a miss. Right over the top of that one was Klauser.
Klauser, a junior. This is a relatively young CM team, it looks like.
Yeah. They've got a mix of seniors and juniors, but they do have a few sophomores. 5.
Yeah. I'd say a decent amount of juniors, though. Not a whole mess of seniors. Collinsville with quite a few with 12.
Yes. There's a foul ball back to the Kahok dugout right off the fence that lines both of the dugouts here at Fletcher Field. Yeah, that's why we have to do a few post-game senior interviews this year, because 12 seniors, and I think we had 9 games scheduled, and we already lost one of those. Granite City game we were supposed to have. That one was inside, and a walk to Klauser by Sterneman. And the leadoff man has reached, and that's not what you want to see after you take a 3-0 lead.
Yep, and we'll have a courtesy runner for the catcher, number 11.
That is Ian Lamb, a junior.
All right.
And that brings up Brock Rust, the right fielder. Rust on the year batting .346. He has 3 triples, 2 doubles, and 5 singles on the year, so pretty spread out there. As far as 10 hits, and 5 of them are for extra bases. That one's on the outside, but it's called a ball. So runner on at first, Klauser.
Lamb.
Klauser has 1 stolen base on the year. And the next pitch stays a little high, so Sterneman, maybe that long delay in the bottom of the first as his team put across 3 runners did affect him a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a little, but no harm done as of yet. And the ground ball would see it.
Here's the next.
Here soon.
Oh. That one gets away, and
score that a wild pitch, I think.
Wild pitch will send Klauser into scoring position with nobody out, and more importantly, it's a 3-0 count now to Brock Rust. Civic Memorial does not have any caught ceilings mentioned in their stats. That doesn't mean they don't have anybody that got caught, but right now we have to assume that they haven't. Here's the next pitch from Sterneman. That one hits the outside corner for a called strike, so
Rust
taking all the way was Rust.
Looking over to Coach Fair for the sign.
Runner at second, no one down. Collinsville up 3-0. All of the Kahok runs, I put them on the wrong side. Somebody at home is probably going, man, what are you doing over there?
Wait a minute. Wait a second. That's not right.
Yeah, both of them have a C on their thing, and that's on my computer, and I just didn't even pay attention.
But we caught it now.
Yes, we did.
All right.
3-0 in favor of Collinsville. Here's the pitch, and that one's outside. So back-to-back walks have put runners on first and second. And that's going to prompt a visit from Coach Pomerantz. So he wants to try to settle down his pitcher, who had a pretty fast 8-pitch, 1-2-3 first inning, but running into a little trouble here in this top of the second. So runners on first and second, and due up is Ryan Lamar, the shortstop. Lamar on the year batting .208, has 5 hits, one of those being a double, and 4 RBIs. So either he cleared the bases with a double to get 3 of those, and then maybe received a walk to get the other one.
Sack fly, maybe?
I don't know, could be.
Conference is over. Everybody will head back to their positions. Coach Fair with a couple more instructions for Lamar.
Yeah, looking at my pitching stats now for CM, the only guys they had wearing 20s on their back was Rust and Cox, and Rust was in the field, so process elimination, I'm going to guess that was young Mr. Braden Cox. Here's the next pitch from Sterneman, swinging a shot down the line, and that one is going to fall in fair, and then it takes a weird bounce. It goes behind Henson, and that is going to score 1 run, and runners are going to remain at second and third. That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Lamar picks up another double, his second one of the year,
First baseman number 9, Hudson
and an
Wesley.
RBI. And still no one out, and runners at second and third for Hudson Wesley. And
He's sophomore.
Wesley on the year batting .087. Has a double out of his 2 base hits. He does have 3 runs batted in. He has more runs batted in than he had. Well, he has 3 runs, or 3 runs batted in and 3 hits.
Yeah.
2 singles and a double.
So either got an RBI on all of them, or drove in 2.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yep.
Sterneman. Shot foul. That's a little bit of a slow roller back to the Collinsville dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Nobody out in the inning so far, so after Collinsville takes a 3-0 lead, the Eagles have a chance to tie it here with a well-placed base hit. Sterneman ready with a 1-1 pitch. It's on the way. Low.
Solid block there from Clay.
Yeah, that was a nice block. Sterneman didn't have any pitches in the dirt in that first inning, and he's had a few of them in the dirt here in this one. Sterneman, the tall righty, steps off.
Yep, I think just confirming the pitch sign.
Wesley, the first baseman for the Eagles, steps back in and swing and a miss. That'll even things out at 2-2. Evan Spurgeon, the second baseman, waiting on deck. Not a traditional double play in order here since first base is open. Doesn't mean you can't get one, though.
Yep.
Sterneman looks into Clay for the sign, says yes, checks on his runner at second. That's Lamar, and the pitch, a foul ball, will keep the count at 2-2.
Again, I didn't hear that one, but
no,
ball would not have taken the angle that it did if it hadn't hit his bat.
Yeah, big time.
So we carry on. We'll have another 2-2 pitch.
Pretty nice crowd on hand.
Yeah, I think so. Weather's nice. It's Monday afternoon baseball.
2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and boy, that'll help.
Yep.
Wesley goes down on strikes. That is the second strikeout of the afternoon for Sterneman.
Batting 8th, second baseman number 4, Evan Spurgeon.
And Evan Spurgeon will come to the plate batting .294. Has a double, an RBI. Other than that, 5 singles.
First lefty in the lineup for the Eagles, I think.
Yeah, that it is. Swing and a miss.
Nice. I don't know if that's just a straight curveball, but bottom dropped out of it for sure.
Yeah.
Able to induce the swing
Off speed
strike.
as well. That was
Yeah.
definitely not anything fast, that's for sure. 0-1 the count to Spurgeon. Next delivery is a little bit outside. Ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Runners on second and third. Rust over at third. Lamar over at second. Spurgeon up to the plate, and Brady Hasenjager waits on deck, the number 9 batter for Civic Memorial. Sterneman steps off. I was going to say, I don't see any clouds in the sky. There must be some behind us, though, because all of a sudden the sun disappeared.
Yeah. Patchy, though. No real threat of rain
No.
for first couple of days of this week anyway.
Yeah. 1-1 pitch. Swinging a slow roller that ends up going foul down the first base side. First base coach for the Eagles takes care of it and throws it back into Sterneman. Playing deep and pretty straight away in the outfield for Spurgeon.
Yep. Infield, Pomerantz in a little, but everything else pretty well straight away.
Yeah, Tillman almost on the grass out there at second base. Here's the 1-2, and that one's in there for a called strike 3, so back-to-back strikeouts here for Sterneman. Numbers 2 and 3, and that'll bring up the number 9 man, Brady Hasenjager. Hasenjager is batting .294 on the year with 2 doubles, triple, and 3 runs batted in. So only 1 lefty in this starting 9 lineup for CM.
At least batting.
Yep. And the pitch, and that one. Tell you what, Hasenjager thought about it for a minute. Held off, though, took one low, ball 1. So Collinsville looking to get out of this. Sterneman especially looking to get out of this with just the 1 run scored.
Yeah.
Runners at second and third, and 2 away. And Sterneman delivers. That one is also just a little low. 2-0. Dane Goddard, the leadoff man in the on-deck circle, or whatever there is out there. There's no circle.
On-deck area.
On-deck area. The on-deck piece of real estate. Here's the 2-0, and that one is in there for a strike.
Seems like just kind of stepping kind of away from the plate. Just kind of a, I don't know if that's just kind of his default take.
Bailing out?
A little bit.
Yeah. 2-1 the count. Sterneman from the stretch. Checks on his runner at second. Brings the next one home. Swinging a little looper right over to Will Swip for out number 2. And that is going to do it for this top half of the second inning. But Civic Memorial does get one of those back. And we will find out if Collinsville wants to add on as we head to the bottom half of the second inning. And we will tell you all about the home half of the second when we return from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. Save On Liquor and Wine in Collinsville is much more than what's in their name. Of course, Save On Liquor and Wine has liquor and wine, from brand names to specialty brands. Plus, they have gas, cigars, fountain drinks, coffee, craft beers, and other sundries and snacks. Plus, everything Save On Liquor and Wine has to offer comes served by a friendly, attentive, helpful, and polite staff that will go out of their way to serve you that special something for every taste. Make sure you check out Save On Liquor and Wine's new location at 6100 Center Grove Road in Edwardsville. Save On Liquor and Wine in Collinsville, 809 St. Louis Road, or call 618-344-1638. Save On Liquor and Wine, something for every taste.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Cal Swartz, the only one that didn't get a chance to bat in the bottom of the first, will lead things off here in the bottom part of the second for Collinsville. And Cal batting .133 on the year with 4 runs batted in. He has a double and a single in his 2 hits. He's only had 15 plate appearances this year. And the first pitch is
ball high.
Ball high, ball 1. Back to the top of the order, Carson Perrell and Roman Pomerantz will have a chance to bat here in this inning. As Chase Butler is back out there for another inning of work. Bunt in the air and goes right in front of the mound, and
no play.
Butler is just going to eat it.
Bunt single.
Yep. Third hit of the game for Collinsville will put a runner at first base.
Back to the top of the order.
No one out.
Center fielder number 27, Carson Perrell.
Here's Carson Perrell, who popped up to the pitcher his first time up. He was the first out, and then the next 6 guys reached base. Only 3 of them made it home, though. Peril. Outside. Snap throw over to first base and back in there. That one goes into the outfield, but Swartz didn't realize it, and I don't think that Smith did either. Not soon enough for Swartz to take off running down to second.
Yeah.
Swartz does not have a stolen base. He was one of those guys who was caught this year.
Yeah. Taking a pretty aggressive lead. See maybe if I want to get him moving here.
Well, I'm sure that Butler will pay more attention to him now as Peril had to skip out of the way of that one.
Didn't hit him.
No. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. You know, that's when it's down by your shins, you do not want to get hit. If you want to take one for the team, take one off the shoulder. Off the shins, no thank you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. You're going to get hit in the leg, right in the
thigh would be good.
Yeah, right, or lower leg, right in the calf, please.
Yeah. Swinging a foul ball back to the screen as former head coach Ryan Warnicki comes out there and shows off his ball handling skills.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Peril. Swartz on over at first. He has his lead being held on over there by Hudson Wesley. Butler will throw over there, and he's a dead duck.
Darn. Well, that's not what you wanted.
Nope. Now the bases are empty for Peril. This is when he'll go up there and hit a home run, right? Very next pitch.
It would be
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. As Butler readies with the next to Carson Peril, the leadoff batter for Collinsville. Swinging a fly ball into the outfield. That one's going to drop in right down the line. And, boy, you hate it to see when a runner gets picked off. Isn't that always what happens next?
Mm-hmm. And just a soft little, almost not quite a pop fly. I mean, he some forward momentum.
Oh, he didn't get a lot on it, that's for sure.
We'll call it a fly ball.
A little Texas League blooper.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more than a blooper, but
Yeah.
it's in that between area.
Yeah.
So Collinsville with the runner on first base again, and here is Roman Pomerantz, who doubled and then came around to score after Peril made the first out to lead off the inning for Collinsville. So Pomerantz looking for something to hit here. He knows he can do it off of this pitcher, Chase Butler. Not as big of a lead over there as Swartz's was for Peril. And another one low, misses the mark, 2-0. Carson Peril, though, he's the one who has 3 of the 4 stolen bases for Collinsville this year, and he has not been caught yet. So we know he can run.
Yeah, had a decent number last year. I think second on the team behind the since graduated Luke Robinson.
2-0 pitch on the way from Butler, and that one misses the mark as well. That's in the dirt. Nice job by Luke Klauser behind home plate to keep that one in front of him. 3-0, though, the count. Roman Pomerantz. Will Swip waits on deck. See what Pomerantz can do here with the green light. And the 3-0 on the way, and he takes that one all the way and takes a strike right down the middle. I think Butler knew he was going to take, so he just kind of threw one straight down the middle.
Decided to get one over, right?
Yeah. Now Pomerantz ready to go. Butler been working from the stretch most of this game. Outside of the first batter, which is on first base here in this next inning, and he walked Pomerantz on 5 pitches, so Collinsville back in business again. And that makes that pickoff move over there that got Kyle Swartz out loom a little larger now as Chris Fair is going to come out of the dugout and probably make a pitching change, I would think.
Quite possible.
Well, he's got his hands in his hoodie pocket still, so he has not reached for the ball. Just another conversation.
Yep. Well, you're allowed 1 per inning.
Yeah.
But if you come out for a second time, then you gotta go. Coach Gutyar with some instructions for Swip and The on-deck hitter Holting, which Pomerantz out there talking to Roman and Peril is.
Home plate umpire said, I've had enough.
All right, here we go. I do have lights, but don't want to have to use them if we don't have to. All right. We are.
We're going to stay with Butler.
Yeah. At least for now.
Yep.
Approaching the 50 pitch mark
Up
already.
next, shortstop number 55.
All right, here's Will Swip. Swip singled his first time up. Pomerantz was at first base at that time, so couldn't come around to score. But both of them ended up coming around to score later. The only RBI in that inning was Braden Henson's fielder's choice RBI.
That's hit a mile high.
That is a major league pop-up. Third baseman calls for it, and Flowers delivers.
Infield fly rule anyway, but
Yeah.
it works out all the same anyway.
First baseman number 46, Rain Holting.
So that'll bring up Rain Holting. The first baseman reached on the that one error by the shortstop, Ryan Lamar, in the bottom half of the first inning. Holting later came around to score as well. Runners on first and second, now 2 outs. Butler from the stretch checks on his runner at second. Here's the pitch. Strike. Peril at second base, Pomerantz at first. Swart started off the inning with a bunt single and then was picked off over at first base. Since then, a base hit and a walk and a pop-up. Major league pop-up. There's another pop-up. Ranging into the grass is Wesley, and with 2 feet in the grass, he pulls it in for out number 3. And the inning comes to a close with no damage done by Collinsville. So we will head to a brand new inning. Top of the third is rolling your way next, and we will tell you all about it when we return from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. Want to catch some of the best live music in Collinsville from a band of all local area residents? Look no further than Sonically Pleasing. Sonically Pleasing with Tim Carlisle, Jim Cason, Logan Carlisle, and Caleb Tanzius play some of the best rock and roll hits from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. You can catch Sonically Pleasing at some of the area's finest venues, as well as book Sonically Pleasing for your private event or party. To put some music in your life, it's Sonically Pleasing. Check out Sonically Pleasing's Facebook page for upcoming live show dates and to book them for your special event, or call to book that event at 618-401-0052. Pleasing live rock music for your ears. Sonically Pleasing, 618-401-0052. That's 618-401-0052. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family. Back to the top of the order here for Civic Memorial as we have reached the third inning. That means Dane Goddard, the center fielder, Chase Butler, the pitcher, and Jacob Flowers, the third baseman. Sterneman back out there, and the first one just misses. Goddard was a strikeout victim. One of 3 strikeouts so far in this game for Sterneman. 3-1 in favor of Collinsville. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. Sterneman. And the 1-1 stays high. Ball 2, 2-1. Sterneman's ready. Next delivery, a big swing and a miss. Boy, I tell you what, that was a big swing there. by Goddard, but at the last second, the bottom dropped out of that pitch from Sterneman.
Yeah, I don't know if that's just a straight changeup or what that is.
2-2 the count, though, to the leadoff man for CM, and the next pitch a little bit low, so full count. Yeah, that was just low.
Didn't miss by a whole lot.
So the payoff pitch from Sterneman to Goddard on the way. Swing and a miss, struck him out for the second time in this game. Fourth strikeout on the afternoon now for Sterneman, and that'll bring up Chase Butler, who grounded out to Roman Pomerantz at third base in his first at bat. Got the Southwestern Conference opening tomorrow here. Zach's going to have that one for you on the Kahok Broadcast Club Student Network. Here's a chance for the shortstop, Will Swip. Backhand throw, good for out number 2.
Had some velocity on that one, but Holting able to get to it without too much difficulty. And get second ground ball to the left side of the infield.
Yeah.
For Butler, and
that'll bring up Flowers. Flowers grounded out to Will Swip in his first at bat. That was a nice backhand by Swip.
Yeah, good velocity on the throw too.
Sure was. A little high, but thankfully Holting's a lot taller than I am.
Yeah. Swing and a miss from Flowers at the first pitch.
Sterneman works quickly, which I like to see. Here's the 0-1. High, ball 1, 1-1. Catcher Luke Klauser is in the on-deck area with his shin guards on. 1-1 the count. And the pitch from Sterneman. Just missed. Ball 2, 2-1. Big win by the Blues last night over Colorado, eh?
Mm-hmm. Still a chance.
There's a slow roller, and Swip is going to backhand that one as well, and from a strange angle, man. He had a lot of running to do and had to throw that one while he was still on the run, and beating it out, though, was Flowers. And that is only the second base hit of the afternoon
Number 7, Luke
for
Klauser.
Civic Memorial, and that means that Klauser will have to ditch the shin guards and come out and bat. Klauser walked and scored the only run on the board so far for CM.
Well, the courtesy runner did for him, but
yeah,
the runner representing him at any rate.
Yeah. Robert Thomas with the hat trick last night. Blues beat Colorado 3-2. Colorado, one of the top teams in the league, if not the top. I think they only need one more win to clinch the division. And guess what? Those same two teams are playing tomorrow over at the Enterprise Center.
Yep. Still on a Saturday matinee against the Blackhawks. Still not especially likely, but still a chance for the Blues to
swing and a miss. Yeah, they only are 3 points out with 6 games left. So kind of like last year, went down to the very last game before the Blues clinched a playoff spot. Boy, if they just could have beat San Jose and L.A. last week. 1-1 the count to Klauser, and the pitch. A little low, 2-1. Klauser walked, and then his courtesy runner went to second on a wild pitch, and later came home on an RBI double by Orion Lamar. 2-1 count now to the Eagles catcher, Luke Klauser. And the pitch, outside and low, ball 3.
trying to find that spot.
2 away, so we only need one more.
Yep. Don't need a
force out at second and be fine with me.
Yep, that would work.
Sterneman looks over his left shoulder at his runner, brings one home. Ooh, boy, the off-speed pitch just missed.
They did call it a strike.
Okay, he did.
Yeah,
that was a late call.
Yeah. And
now they got the runner caught, and now he's going to make second base on an error that popped out of the glove of Will Smith. I don't know if you should allow that, man. The umpire, that was a late call.
So are they going to – well, I guess it's not really defensive indifference.
I don't know what it is.
Well, it's a strike, and I don't know. Like,
I
I
don't
don't
even
know
know
that
what
I
to
could
call that.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
not a stolen base, that's for sure.
I guess I'm just gonna call it defensive indifference.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't
Full
know.
count.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch, swinging a foul ball that'll keep Clouser alive at the plate.
Keep saying that. You always say that you never know what you're gonna see.
Man, I'll tell you what.
At a baseball game, and that's they had the right idea. It just didn't quite work. So he was jogging on. He was just jogging on down the second.
Yeah, he thought it was a walk.
Yeah.
Another 3-2 delivery from Sterneman on the way. Outside, called strike 3. Clouser was on his way down to first base, but he got caught looking. And after all that, it doesn't really matter. Civic Memorial will strand a runner. That's going to be their third left on base here in this game. So nothing doing after the hit. And we don't know what else that was, but at any rate, we'll move to the bottom half of the third inning, and it's still 3-1 in favor of Collinsville. I'm back with the home team's next at bat after we take a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
We love to have you come work for the city of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the city of Collinsville.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200. Logan Odell will lead things off here in the bottom half of the third for Collinsville. Logan was hit by a pitch in that 3-run first inning, but he was stranded at third base afterwards. We'll see what he has up his sleeve here against Butler, as Butler goes out there for his third inning of work. Boy, he's been in some trouble. He's had 2 mound visits, 1 in each inning so far.
Yep, just over the 50 pitch mark, so still can go a ways, assuming you get 105.
That one's outside, ball 2.
Nope, caught the corner.
Did it? Man. Sometimes I can hear him say strike instead of seeing his hand go up. That time I didn't hear or see anything, because a lot of umpires will point down to first base when they call a strike. This guy just raises his hand up in front of his face, slowly. No emphatic movement at all. There's a ground ball that's going to sneak under the glove of the third baseman Flowers. So Odell will start off with a base hit. Second inning in a row that Collinsville has got the leadoff man on, but last inning, the leadoff man was picked off at first base.
Pitcher number 17, Henry Sterneman.
There's Henry Sterneman. Sterneman in his first at bat received a walk and then was forced out at second base on a fielder's choice 4-6 play by the shortstop Ryan Lamar. We'll see if Odell wants to do any running, swinging a foul ball out of play. That's going to go back into the housing area behind us here. 0-1 the count to Henry Sterneman. Braden Henson waits on deck. Logan Odell is on at first base. Nobody out. The lefty, Chase Butler. Balk, they called. Yep, they sure did. I heard that.
Very clear and obvious.
Yep.
Butler seems to know what he did, so.
Yeah, no arguments from anyone. And even Fair's over there saying, you got to come set, man.
Yeah, Well, yep.
You'd figure as a senior, Butler would already know that.
Yeah. Sometimes, though.
I know. Runner at second. Nobody out, so a runner in scoring position. Sterneman going to square around a bunt and could have let that one go. That was way high.
Yeah.
0-2 now the count to Henry Sterneman. Sterneman, a senior.
Yep.
Got hurt late last year in a collision out in the outfield.
Was that Henry?
Yeah, sure was.
Yeah. I don't remember the people involved, but I do remember the incident.
There's a shot up the middle. That's going to at least get the runner to third, and a nice strong throw by Lamar. So almost as worked as a sacrifice bunt, just didn't have to bunt.
Yeah. Productive out at any rate.
Yeah.
Left fielder number 12.
So,
Braden Henson.
here is Braden Henson, who reached on that 4-6 fielder's choice that Sterneman was out on.
Infield in for the Eagles.
Yeah. Ready to cut off the play at the plate if there is one. Here's the pitch in. It's low, and a nice block there again by Luke Klauser. The throwback was a little high, but Butler had to reach all the way up there and grab that one off the top shelf. 1-0 the count to Braden Henson. And the pitch. Tell you what, the center fielder, Dane Goodar, is playing in big time as well, too. If you can get one over his head, that'll easily score Odell. And
both corner outfielders playing decently shallow as well.
Everybody playing in. Henson can get one over their heads. He'll be running for days, may get a triple out of it. There's a ground ball, and that one's just foul, man. Just foul. Eli Clay waiting on deck.
Come back set up for a 2-1 pitch here in the bottom of the third as we're just over the hour mark here.
You'll be here tomorrow for Southwestern Conference opener against Belleville West. I will be at O'Fallon for the Southwestern Conference opener for boys volleyball. 2-1 the count to Braden Henson, and the pitch swinging a foul over the screen and over the broadcast booth.
Didn't hear anything. Didn't sound like it hit anything.
No, I think it took a bounce across the road and it's into that little field back there. 2-2. Butler. Ready. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that one bounces in front of home plate. Another nice block by Luke Klauser. If he was getting paid to be here, I'd say he was earning his money.
No professional high school baseball.
No. 3-2 the count.
Sure he wouldn't mind it. If
I'm sure none of these kids would mind it. Keep him from having to get a part-time job. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and a swing and a miss by Henson, and he goes down swinging for out number 2. And that, believe it or not, is the first strikeout of this game for Chase Butler.
Catcher number 44, Eli Clay.
So here is Eli Clay, who grounded out to the third baseman Jacob Flowers his first time up. Now we're back at regular depth, infield and outfield. That one's going to sneak through, is it? No! Nice range to his left for Spurgeon, and he throws him out. And Collinsville will strand their 5th runner of this game, and that will take us to the top of the 4th inning. Still 3-1 in favor of Collinsville, and we're back to tell you all about the new inning when we return from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. Looking for a new place to catch the game with cold drinks and great food? Look no further than 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville. 1101 Bar and Grill features pizza, burgers, wraps, and salads, plus 7 large screen TVs to catch the latest Kahawk games and all the pro sports across the spectrum, plus all the college football and basketball you can handle. 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Call 1101 Bar and Grill for carryout orders at 618-223-1332. VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is one of the area's longest-running VFW posts. VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is your place to meet and join other area veterans. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville offers all kinds of activities to help our veterans, as well as engaging the public with fun, food, fellowship, and a great time for great causes. blood drives, fundraisers, raffles, and a Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday night. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville has event space for your parties, celebrations, and other get-togethers. For more information, check out the VFW Post 1117's Facebook page or call the Caseyville VFW at 618-344-9878.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Brock Rust, the right fielder, leads things off with a base hit up the middle on the first pitch of the inning. We are a little tardy in getting back.
Next, shortstop number 6.
And the third hit of the afternoon for Civic Memorial belongs to Brock Rust.
As we've got a stoppage here as Braden Cox and Miles Bruckner will jog their way out to the outfield area, which does have a bullpen with a mound in it.
Okay, so I guess he wants to pitch off a mound. Can't blame him.
No, yeah. But you gotta... Don't know why they couldn't have gone around, but I digress.
Yeah, or they could have done that while we were in between innings. Anyway, Rust, second time on base for him. He walked and was stranded at third in the second inning. Now he's down there with a base hit. And here is Ryan Lamar, who has the only RBI for CM of this game, a RBI double that came in the second inning when they scored their one run. He was left at second base. Rust down at first base, has stolen 3 bases on the year. He has a decent lead, and the pitch is
just
inside.
high.
Yeah, inside and high. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Sterneman works from the stretch once again. Looks over his left shoulder, brings the next home, swinging a high pop fly on the move. Will Swip. He's going to back off of it. Oh, Carson Perrell couldn't come up with it. Reached his glove up, threw it to second base, and everybody's safe. That's very uncharacteristically like Carson Perrell.
So was that E8? Call that an error on the
Oh,
center
yeah,
fielder?
big time.
All right.
First baseman number 9, Hudson Wesley.
E8.
First error of the game by Collinsville. That puts runners on first and second. He called off Will Swip. I don't think Swip would have got there anyway.
No, I mean, it was Carson's ball, but
yeah. Didn't watch it into his glove, just kind of stuck his glove up in the air. And there's a bunt and a throw over to third base in time for the out. Nice play by Rain Holting. It's not very often you see a 1-5 put, or excuse me, a 3-5 put out on the infield.
So safe on
Second
the
baseman
fielder's
number 4.
choice.
Fielder's choice, 3-5 for out number 1. That was a nice play. That was a real nice play.
Wait. Yeah, out on the last play.
So that'll bring up Evan Spurgeon. Spurgeon, a strikeout victim his first time up, got caught looking at strike 3. Sterneman's ready, and the next pitch is
called strike.
Called a strike. Not only can you not see it, but it's late.
Yeah. Like strike.
Yeah, very nonchalantly.
There it is.
Like he's reaching up to scratch his chin. 0-1 the count, regardless of how the process works for the home plate umpire. Here's the 0-1. Right down the middle with that one.
Heard that one.
Yeah. 0-2 the count to Spurgeon, the second baseman. Runners on first and second, 1 away. That was a big out over there at third base.
Yep.
Sterneman delivers the 0-2. Swinging a chance for the second baseman, Tillman. He'll let the runners advance. They'll go to second and third, but more importantly, the second out. As that goes 4-3 for out number 2.
Left fielder number 1, Brady Hassenegger.
Hasenjager will step up with 2 away. And the Eagles left fielder lined out to Will Swip. Was more of a soft liner, not really anything hard.
Yeah.
But still call it a line out. Yep. So runners at second, third, 2 out. Sterneman trying to get out of a little bit of a jam here. 2 runners in scoring position. Civic Memorial has left 3 on base so far in this game. And the 1-0 from Sterneman on the way. Swinging a line shot right to the outfield. That's going to get 1 home. Actually, it's going to get 2, and we are tied.
All right.
A 2 RBI single by Brady Hasenjager.
Back to the top of the order.
And we are knotted at 3.
Center fielder number 2, Dane Goddard.
That's back to the top of the order, and Dane Goddard, he has been a strikeout victim both times up there, both times swinging too. Sterneman continues to work from the stretch, brings it home, and that one is a strike on the outside corner. So the damage has been done by the first guys reaching despite the great play by Holting. There's a throw over to first, and back in safely is Hasenjager, who has a couple of stolen bases on the season. Top of the 4th, brand new ball game. We're all squared away at 3 each. Sterneman delivers one high. Both teams' primary colors are purple, so this is I got a lot of fans with a lot of purple on out there.
Mm-hmm.
Sterneman ready. And foul ball out of play. Back to the cars.
Didn't hear it hit one.
No, I did not either. That's a good thing.
Yep.
I'm parked back there, but I'm parked all the way back over here by the road almost. There's a lot of cars out there. They must have a softball game in the field behind us coming up. Mm-hmm. There's a pitch. That one's a little low and outside. 2-2 the count. 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first. 3-3 game. Top of the 4th inning. And Sterneman. Long time looking in. Now he's ready to go. Looks over at his runner at first. He's off and running. Swinging a ball that's going to be backhanded by Will Swip, but he's going to have to eat it. Infield base hit will put runners on first and second for Civic Memorial.
Pitcher number 3, Chase Butler.
All right.
4th hit of the afternoon for Civic Memorial.
5th.
5th? Okay.
5th.
Must have missed one somewhere. And up to the plate is Chase Butler. Butler was grounded out both times to the left side. First time to Pomerantz over at third. Second time to Will Swip over at short. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Took a little off, and it was outside, and reaching for it was Chase Butler. Sterneman steps off. Oh, yeah, 2 of those are in this inning. All right, 3 here in this inning. That's the one I missed.
Strike 3.
Yeah, strike 3 called on the outside corner to Butler. Pitcher to pitcher, that'll end the inning. But 2 runs come across, and that ties things up. We will head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Your Collinsville Kahawks coming up in a 3-3 game. See if they can break that tie when we return from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting collinsvillefoundation.com.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Back here at Fletcher Field at Woodland Park, we have some changes. We have a new pitcher, and we're trying to figure out the rest of them.
All right. So
we don't have a phone up here in the booth for the umpire to call us and let us know the changes. We do know that Braden Cox is taking over the pitching duties. Cox this year has not gotten credit for an inning pitch, so he's only been out there a couple of times and apparently hasn't gotten anyone out. He has given up a couple of hits, 1 run, and he's faced 3 batters. So looks like we have Brock Rust playing first base.
Yep, Rust. But my one question is, who is out there in right?
Well, somebody took Hudson Wesley's place too, so is he just out of the game?
I think Wesley's just out of the game, and I think they put Butler out in right. I think.
Well, somebody's got to be out in white if it's not Wesley.
Yeah, I think that's Butler out there. I think.
I can't tell.
We'll verify that here.
Way too far away for me to see.
All right.
All right. At any rate, Kyle Swartz will lead things off here in the bottom half of the 4th for Collinsville. Swings and fouls 1 away. Swartz has only had 1 at bat. He singled and then was picked off at first base. That was while Butler was in there pitching. Maybe Cal Swartz can hit one over the right fielder's head, and he'll have to turn around and go run for it, and then we'll be able to see his number.
Right.
That's why we're hoping that happens. Well, that's one of the reasons.
Mm-hmm.
The 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Cal Swartz.
Back to the top of the order, center fielder
And
27, Carson
he
Peril.
matches as many strikeouts as Butler had while he was in there. Butler had a couple of walks, strikeout, and 3 runs. Although 2 of them were earned. The other one was not. Back to the top of the order we go here for Carson Peril. Carson has popped up and singled. And he looks at a floater in there for a called strike. From Braden Cox, another senior on the staff here for Chris Fair. 0-1 the count. And the righty delivers the next. He likes to work quick too, doesn't he?
Yeah, not wasting any time. Probably would
thought we might have a pitcher's duel here today with both of the team's top pitchers going, but kind of turned into a little bit something different. Sterneman started off looking great. This one's high. And our right fielder is going to take it. And yes, that is Chase Butler.
All right.
Big pop fly.
Third baseman,
And quickly,
number
there are
4,
2 away.
Roman Pomerantz.
That'll bring up Roman Pomerantz. Pomerantz has doubled, scored, walked, and was stranded. So he is officially 1 for 1. And the pitch from Cox to Pomerantz. Off-speed delivery. It stays inside. Ball 1. And the 1-0. Outside. Ball 2. I am very glad that I brought my sweatshirt.
Yeah, I got my Prairie Farms Holiday Classic pullover on.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of extra layer.
2-0 pitch to Pomerantz on the way. Well outside. 3-0. It's like nobody wants to pitch to Pomerantz all of a sudden after that double in the first inning.
Mm-hmm.
Cox brings home the 3-0, and Pomerantz taking all the way, takes a strike. 3-1. A center fielder is shading over toward left field. There's a big gap over there and right, but it doesn't matter. Pomerantz is going to take another walk. Back-to-back walks for Roman Pomerantz. Put a runner at first base with 2 outs. So it is up to Will Swip to keep the inning going. Swip is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Singled and scored in the first. Popped up to the third baseman Flowers in the second. 8 batters came to the plate in that first inning for Collinsville, so a lot of guys got to bat in the first and the second. Pomerantz has his lead from first. Now Cox will work from the stretch. And the pitch. I don't know why he's looking at second base. There isn't anyone there.
Might just be a habitual thing.
Yeah, I think so. He does check him out before he goes into his windup. Once he goes into his windup, he looks at second base, brings his glove down slowly, and the next pitch is up high. Ball 2. Sun has kind of disappeared again.
Yeah, starting to dip behind the trees.
Looks like there's a bank of clouds back there as well over the western horizon. So we might have seen the last of the sun for the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Next pitch misses outside, so 3-0 to Swip after a...
Got the corner.
Oh, did he? Yeah, see,
Yeah.
That's what I get. I should wait to see if I can see that arm coming up.
Mm-hmm. It's all right.
2-1. Next delivery on the way. That one's in there for a strike as well. That's what he does.
Yep. Just, it's a signal. That's something. But a little bit more would be appreciated.
Yeah. Keep that hand away from your face. I'm behind you. 2-2 pitch. That's outside. That's definitely a ball.
Yep. Bring the count full. Pomerantz will be in motion.
He'll get a head start, that's for sure.
Yep.
Cox from the stretch once again. And the payoff pitch on the way. Stays high. Back-to-back walks.
First baseman, number 46, Rain Holting.
So Cox has matched Butler's output. Each had 2 walks and 1 strikeout. Here is Rain Holting. Holting has reached on an error and popped up back to the pitcher. Runners on first and second, 2 away. And the pitch outside. It was 2 outs with no one on. Now it's 2 on and 2 out.
Yep.
3-3 game. Bottom of the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Holting steps in from the right side. And the pitch from Cox on the way. That one's in there for a strike. 1-1. Keller all the way down at the other end of the press box can probably see that arm coming up.
At least a little easier.
Yeah. We're all the way down on the left side, so we're in the extreme left side of the umpire. 1-1 pitch from Cox on the way, and that one's in the dirt. You call that?
Yeah.
Did.
Yeah, lower half.
I'm up here saying it's in the dirt, and he's down there calling it a strike.
All right. 1-2 pitch coming here
That
to
looked
Holton.
low, man. I don't know. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. 2 runners on, 2 runners out. And the 1-2 swinging, and he's got to protect now.
Yep.
Another 1-2 pitch from Cox to Rain Holting. And here it is. Swing and a chance, but a backhand by the shortstop. Long throw and in time. Nice play by Ryan Lamar. Had a long throw after ranging to his right, but he did what he needed to do and got the 6-3 put out, stranding a couple more runners for Collinsville. Kahawks have left 7 base runners on base today, and we will head now to the top of the fifth inning, and we'll be back to tell you all about the brand new inning when we return from a timeout here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com, or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
We'll welcome you back as we get ready for the top of the fifth, as Jacob Flowers will lead things off. It'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters to face Henry Sterneman. Flowers is grounded out and singled in this game. He was stranded at second base, though, back in the 3rd inning. Each team has some activity going on in their bullpen. Hasten Yeager out throwing the ball around for Civic Memorial. And we know that Mason Ponder and Aiden Taylor went out to about the outfield fence, but we're not sure which one's actually warming up as far as pitching. They might be just throwing playing some catch. Nope, now it looks like
Yeah, I think Ponder's the one warming up.
Yeah, Ponder's the one warming up. 2-1 the count to Jacob Flowers. Luke Klauser on deck. Brock Rust in the hole. Sterneman with a 2-1 delivery, and that one is outside, 3-1. Top of 5, 3-3 game. Sterneman ready with the next delivery. Swinging a foul ball over the press box.
Like it missed.
Back into the road.
Yep.
3-2. Sterneman brings home the next. Swinging a high fly ball. That one's hit pretty well over the head of Peril. That's off of the base of the wall on the fly. It'll come in, and a stand-up leadoff double by Jacob Flowers.
All right.
That was a big fly.
Yeah.
If this field wasn't as deep as it is, that would have had a chance of getting out of most places.
Mm-hmm.
Here is Luke Klauser now, the catcher, who has walked and struck out in this game. And Civic Memorial trying to break this 3-3 deadlock.
Mm-hmm.
And the pitch in there for a called strike. Mason Ponder warming up, has pitched 12 innings this year. Hasten Yeager warming up, has pitched in 14 innings. Here's the 0-1, swinging a shot right over the outstretched glove of Will Swipper, and that's going to break the 3-3 tie, as that one was a gapper that was, once it hit that grass out there, was a slow roller after that. And back-to-back doubles have given Civic Memorial a 4-3 lead.
Same courtesy runner will again be Mr. Lamb. That will prompt a mound visit.
7 hits now for the Eagles. Back-to-back doubles. Brock Rust is due up, but Coach Matt Pomerantz is going to make a mound visit. Check on Sterneman. See if he's all right to stay in this game. Couple of balls that were tattooed. Boy, Will Swip did everything he could, man. He leapt high and almost, that ball just barely missed his glove.
Looks like for now, Sterneman will stay in the game.
Yeah. Ponder and Taylor are finished with their warm-ups out there, so they're coming in while there's a stop in the action. Yeah, they might make the change now. They're going to have to if this is be called a second mound visit. Yeah, they're going to go to the bullpen. So we're going to have a timeout. Top of the 5th, nobody out. And back-to-back doubles have given Civic Memorial a 4-3 lead. We'll be back to give you the numbers on Ponder when we return from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville and Collinsville locations, and now in Marissa, St. Laborie, and New Athens for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs with super low closing costs and low construction loan rates. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121, or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, Ponder indeed will come in to pitch. One more change for Collinsville. Ben Stillman is now out of the game, and Henry Sterneman will go in and play second base. Ponder on the year, making his 4th appearance. Told you about the 12 innings he's pitched. Has a 3.50 earned run average and has 5 strikeouts to 7 walks, and he is out there with a runner on at second base and nobody out. And up at the plate is Brock Rust. Rust has walked and singled, and he looks at one outside, ball 1. I was waiting to see if the arm was going to make that slow motion move up to the face, but it did not. Rust was out on that great play by Holting. 3-5 on the putout on a bunt attempt by Wesley. Right now, Klauser at second base, and there's one high. As we hope Mason Ponder can figure out the strikeout to walk ratio, because right now he has more walks than he does strikeouts.
At this point in time, we're just looking for outs
Yeah.
of any variety.
Especially with nobody out. And the Eagles have scored a run to take a 4-3 lead. Here's the pitch, and that one is in there for a strike, 2-1.
Don't know that the Eagles fans love that one, but call a strike at any rate.
Yeah. Brock Rust. Back-to-back doubles have plated one here for Civic Memorial. And the Eagles have the 5-4 lead, top of the fifth inning. Ponder, he's ready. Pitch goes all the way back to the screen. Takes a nice bounce, but not good enough for Clay to attempt to throw down to third base. And Klauser will move over on a wild pitch. Three and one the count now.
Infield in for Collinsville.
Yeah. They trail by one. They like to keep it that way. 3-1 pitch from Ponder to Rust on the way. Swing and a shot out to the outfield, and that is going to be well over the head of Cal Swartz. Trotting down from third base with no problem at all is going to be Klauser, and pulling in with a double is Rust. That's 3 doubles in a row for Civic Memorial here. Their 8th hit.
Stop number 6, Ryan Lamar.
And a runner at second base once again.
And that run will be
Yep.
charged to Sterneman.
That'll bring up Ryan Lamar, the shortstop. Lamar has doubled in this game. That double brought in the first run of the game for Civic Memorial in the second, and then reached on a fielder's choice in the 2-run fourth. So far, 2 runs home here in the fifth. Eagles scoring in back-to-back innings, and still nobody out. Runner at second base, and the pitch on the way, swinging a shot to the gap. That one's probably going to get down and go all the way to the fence. It does. And how about 4 straight doubles off of the bats of the Eagles players?
Just keeps happening.
Yeah.
6-3 ball game now.
Pitcher number 24, Brendan Cox.
Four doubles in the inning, and 3 in a row have produced an RBI for the batters. And here comes Hudson Wesley.
Nope.
Oh, excuse me. That is right. They took him out of the game. That's Braden Cox.
That looked pretty good.
And, yeah.
Call the ball.
Cox on the year looking for his first hit. We've already seen enough doubles, so how about we just get this guy out?
That would be nice.
I want to know the count. Ponder checks on his runner twice, scoring around a bunt. Cox bunts it foul, and will even the count at 1-1. And now we have Tyler Huntebrinker going to warm up for Collinsville.
Ponder did pitch in the game against Mascuda on Friday, so not quite sure how much availability he has in regards to pitch count.
Yeah, you know, Friday was a couple of days ago. He's all right.
Yeah.
He's a teenager. He can bounce back. 1-1 pitch. Yeah, that one looked pretty close, and pulling back the bunt attempt was Cox. 2-1 the count, says the umpire. Also says so on the scoreboard. Ponder says yes to the offering by Clay. And the 2-1 is on the way. Scoring around to bunt again, and bunting it foul again is Cox. That'll even the count now at 2-2.
Yep. Be a big opportunity for a strikeout.
You can see the scoreboard on the screen with the camera, but so far away, I don't think anybody will be able to make it out.
Not much of it anyway.
Nope.
We have a timeout called here.
Yep. New set of signs by Chris Fair down the third base coach's box. Everybody's got their signs. The runner has a small lead from second. And the next pitch to Cox on the way. Floater stays high. 3-2. Kahok's got their 3 runs in the first inning. Civic Memorial got 1 back in the second, 2 more in the fourth, and so far, 2 more here in the fifth. Actually, 3 more. There's a foul ball down the third base line. 2-1 fourth, 3-1 fifth so far, and there's still no one out.
Yep.
There has been some baseballs that have been tattooed here in this inning.
Yeah.
4 straight doubles. 3-2 pitch from Ponder to Cox. It's on the way. High, walked him.
Second baseman, number 4, Evan Spurgeon.
And to bring up Evan Spurgeon. Spurgeon is 0 for 2 this afternoon. Strikeout and a ground out.
Sets up the double play at least.
That it does. Sets up a triple play if you're so inclined.
Yep. As we'll have a runner in number 10.
That is Miles Bruckner.
Miles Bruckner.
And as a courtesy runner for Cox, who is the pitcher.
Yep. Sure would be nice to see a triple play. I don't think I've ever called one of those in my life.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one in person. I'll take one.
Ponder checks on both of his runners before he even goes into his windup. From the stretch and the pitch. Strike called. Need a few more of those strikes called. Carson Perrell playing on the right side of the second base bag, so there is a huge gap right in between that 375 mark between Perrell and Hinson. Hinson out there in left field. Ponder ready with the 0-1. In there for another called strike, 0-2. Got him right where he wants him.
Yep. Just, hey, any out you can get here. Against the bottom of the order, so do what you can to make do.
May have to lighten up this camera here in a little bit.
Maybe.
Here's the 0-2 outside.
Not a bad spot for an 0-2 pitch.
Yeah. See if he wants to reach for one. 6-3 in favor of Civic Memorial High School, who seems to every year have the Kahawks number.
Yeah, it's always been pretty even.
Yeah.
Kahawks have wound up winning the games more often than not. Still time.
Oh, yeah. That one stays high, so we go from 0-2 to 2-2.
Brinker's still down there warming up.
How about a ground ball to Pomerantz? Pomerantz steps on second, or steps on third, throws to second, and then Swip can throw to first after he steps on second. How about that?
That'd be nice.
Okay. Oh, that was inside.
Right.
almost hit Spurgeon. 3-2.
Gotta bring something pretty good here. Contact would be okay as long as
Yeah.
it's not anything hit real hard.
I've already had enough of that this inning.
Yeah.
3-2 the count. 2 runners on. Still no one out. 3 runs home here in the top of the 5th. Eagles have a 6-3 lead. And the pitch on the way. That one's low, bases loaded. Back-to-back walks.
Now batting left fielder number 1, Brady Hassenjaeger.
Lights are on.
Brady Hassenjaeger is getting ready to come up to the plate, but Clay right now is out talking to his pitcher Ponder. Now the umpires are going to talk things over. Not sure what the conversations entail.
Not sure. All fairly brief. Lights are on now.
Hassenjaeger, the number 9 batter. 1 for 2 this afternoon with a line out and a base hit. Base hit brought home the 2 runs in the 4th inning.
This is prime squeeze play territory.
They're in on the corners, but they're still at double play depth at second and short. Ponder pitches. That one's going to get away. Run scores and takes away the force out. Pass ball?
Yeah. I think so. Both runners move up. Well, yeah, I'd call that a pass ball. Now everybody in.
7-3. 4 runs home here in this inning. The first 4 guys that have come to the plate have all scored. 2 on and no one out, and a big swing and a miss there by Hassenjaeger. Back to the top of the order in Dane Gooder. Hassenjaeger is the 7th player to bat here in this inning. And unfortunately, that takes out a force out too. 1-1 pitch on the way. High, 2-1. Unterbrinker has finished warming up.
Well, finished with his warm-up pitches. A little bit more motion, trying to get the arm as loose as possible.
We'll see how much longer they want to stick with Ponder out here, who has added to his 7 walks now with 9 on the year. And that one misses. 3-1. Cox on at third. Well, his courtesy runner is anyway. That would be Bruckner. And Spurgeon at second. Here's the 3-1, and that one is in there for a strike, 3-2.
That helps.
That it does. But only if he follows it up with another one. Ponder, ready to go. And the 3-2 pitch is on the way, and that one is in there for a called strike. And boy, oh boy, did we need that.
That helps.
First strikeout for Ponder. First out of the inning.
Back to the top of the order.
Back to the top of the order we go, and here is Dane Gutter, who has been a strikeout victim. His first 2 times up, doubled. He singled in the 4th and was stranded.
All right, infield still in.
Ponder. Ready with the pitch, and that one is going to get away, and there is he's going to get him caught over at third base. Now the runner is going to go back to second, and a throw home by Pomerantz, and then Will Swip is going to try to run him down, and he's going to run right into Rain Holding for out number 2. I couldn't even tell you how that play is going to go. All I know is it's an out.
All right, so ball 1, and then I guess we'll call that a pickoff.
Well, it definitely started with 2.
Yeah, so
2 to 5
to. I know Ponder touched.
No, I think Sterneman came. No, Sterneman didn't come in.
It
Who
was
did?
Swip touched it.
Swip.
I know Ponder came down at
Yeah.
2, 5, 1, 2, 6, 3.
Okay.
We're going to go with that.
Sure. I don't even have enough room to write that down.
Yeah, I say Holting with the put out.
At any rate.
Yeah. And Spurgeon.
So now there's a runner at third with 2 outs. And the pitch to Gutter. Oh, boy.
Yeah, okay. So Spurgeon.
2, 5, 1, 2, 6, 3. It's almost somebody's phone number. I don't think it's Jenny's, though.
That's pretty good.
All right. 2-0 the count to Dane Gooder. And now he skips out of the way of 3-0. Don't get out of all this and then walk a guy again.
Yeah.
I was wondering if Ponder was even going to get there in time for the pitch underhand from Clay to get a play at the plate. But before that could even happen, the runner just went back to third.
Yeah, I guess he thought that Clay was going to win the race to the plate. Too close to risk it, so he tried to turn around and turn into a rundown.
If you're up 7-3, why not just chance it?
Yeah.
Take a slide in there and see what happens.
All right.
Here's the 3-1. That one's high and outside, and ball 4. Way too many walks here in this inning. Third one issued by Ponder. And the number 9 man is going to get a chance to bat, and that is going to be Chase Butler. Runners on the corners with 2 out.
4 runs across on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 3 walks.
Yeah. 9 hits, 7 runs for CM, and here's the pitch, and that one misses into Chase Butler. Butler is 0 for 3 on the afternoon, 2 ground outs and a strikeout. You really hope we get this guy out so I don't have to scratch out inning number 6 and turn it in inning number 5 on my score sheet.
All right.
Hate it when that happens. Makes a mess of the score sheet.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-0.
Low. Not by a whole lot. Base is open, but like you said, don't want to see him bat around.
Nope. Force play, of course, at first or second. 2-0 the count. Long inning for the Kahawks out there on defense. And the 2-0 pitch on the way. Allen's in there for a strike.
Yeah, still plenty of time. Lights are on. We will play on. So if you get the out here and just start chipping away.
Yep.
No matter what, you're always going to have the chance to win it hitting.
Allen's outside, 3-1. Got to start throwing strikes, though. And give your teammates a chance and not be down more than the 4 runs you're already down.
All good. All right.
Three 3-1 the count. And the pitch. Swinging a shot down the third base line. That is fair. Long throw from Pomerantz. Not going to be in time. He had to pick himself up off the ground first. Another run is going to score.
It's just a single.
It is. But it is a single and an RBI for Chase Butler.
Baseman number 15, Jacob Flowers.
And that will prompt Coach Gutjahr to come out. And that will be the end of Mason's day.
We will have another pitching change as Tyler Huntebrinker will come into pitch, and we will give you his numbers after he has a chance to take up his warm-up tosses. when we come back from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224.
It's probably the largest purchase you'll ever make. We have 5 agents on our team.
We cover about an hour radius around St. Louis.
We grew up here. We know every town like the back of our hands.
Our job as realtors is helping someone find their dream home, whether it's a family or an individual. We just want to do everything that we can to keep the process as simple and as stress-free as possible for you.
The Blaylock Group, the official realtors of the Kahok Sports Network and Kahok Athletics. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistants Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants.
Back here at Fletcher Field, 8-3 in favor of Civic Memorial. Tyler Huntebrinker will come in and pitch. This is his 3rd appearance. 3 innings pitched on the year, and he has given up 4 runs, all of them earned, a 9.33 earned run average. He has 4 strikeouts and 2 walks on the year, does the senior pitcher. And Collinsville still needs 1 more out to get out of this. Here is Jacob Flowers. Flowers doubled to start off this inning, and that was followed by 3 more doubles. And Flowers, besides that double, has a single that was in the 3rd and a ground out, so officially he is 2 of 3 this afternoon. First pitch is in there for a strike from Tyler Huntebrinker, who also plays Kahok soccer in the fall. And another swing and a miss. 1 more of those, and we can breathe a little.
Yeah. And start a process trying to get back into this thing.
Yeah, it's true. Huntebrinker. Ready to go with the next delivery, and here it is. And that one's outside. Nice stop there by Clay.
That Cox down there just trying to stay loose?
Probably. It's been a long inning.
Yeah. Very long top of the 5th.
Huntebrinker ready with a 1-2 pitch. Checks on his runners and brings it home. Swinging a high fly ball on the move is Carson Perrell, and he reaches up and has it for the out. And the inning comes to a close, but not before
5 runs.
5 runs come across the plate. How many hits? 5?
Oh, yeah, 5 runs on 5 hits.
5 runs on 5 hits. No errors committed, and 2 more base runners left on base. Civic Memorial has left 7 on base. But we're going to head to the bottom half of the 5th and see if Collinsville can start digging back into this 5-run lead. We'll tell you all about it after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at collinsvilledailynews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of Kahok sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News. Diamonds for Kahawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact A.D. Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today.
Logan Odell will lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th for Collinsville, and he'll face a new pitcher as Brady Hasenjager will come in onto the mound and take over. Hasenjager has pitched 14 innings this year, and he has a 2.00 earned run average. He's also had a 2-1 record, and along the way he has struck out 17 and walked 7, and the first pitch misses for Logan Odell. Odell has reached base in both of his at-bats. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning and was stranded at third, base hit back in the third inning, and was also stranded at third as that one goes out of play. 1-1 the count. Couple of other things to tell you about. Rust is back in left field. Butler moves over to, Rust is back in right field. Butler moves back over to left field where Hasenjager was playing, and Hudson Wesley is back playing first base once again.
Yeah, so it'll be all that essentially just a re-entry.
Yeah.
Is how that'll go, essentially.
Another strike is in there. 2-2 the count to Odell. It'll be Odell, Sterneman, and Hinson here in the bottom half of the 5th for Collinsville after a long top of the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2-2 pitch, swinging a foul ball, will keep the count at 2-2. I can't adjust the camera while we're in commercial break, so I have to try to take care of that now.
All right.
Just need to brighten it up a little bit and see if that'll help. I don't know why it's flashing like that.
Odell down on strikes.
All right, I think that helps out just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Odell down on strikes. Did he swing or did he look?
He swung.
All right. I was fixing the camera then.
All right.
So I believe that's only the 3rd strikeout from CM pitching here this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
One by each.
One by Cox, Hasenjager, and Butler.
Yeah.
Looks like we got a pinch hitter here as Hayden Spudich will grab a bat.
Okay.
Nice off speed there. Drops in for a strike. 1-1.
And the next delivery is also a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And the 1-2 outside, 2-2. Sterneman has walked and grounded out in this game. Next delivery on the way from Hasenjager. Swinging a foul ball out of play. That one bouncing up the street there.
Up Claremont, yep. Will roll to a stop.
Another 2-2 delivery on the way. Outside, 3-2. If the Cavs do come back, we're going to be here till midnight.
Hopefully not.
Back to school tomorrow. Today was the last day of Easter break.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another 3-2, and he walked him. So from a strikeout to a walk. 5th walk given up on the afternoon by CM pitching. I'm still over here in the top of the 5th inning. I need to change all that. There we go. Whoop. Top of the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah.
There we go.
Runner on first and one.
Now batting for the Kahok's pinch hitting number 10.
There's one thing I didn't do during the commercial break.
Spudich.
All right, we have a pinch hitter, and that is going to be Hayden Spudich, a junior. And Spudich looking for his first base hit of the year.
He is.
Bats from the left side. If they don't have a hit, I didn't put him on there.
So I don't,
Saves me paper.
I don't think he's gotten many at-bats, but.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got probably a couple.
Yeah.
But if you have a 0.000 average, I don't add you onto my sheet because there's just not enough room.
All right.
With all of the hitting stats and pitching stats, and I try to keep each team's sheet to 1.
All right.
And throw over to first base, and back in there with a head first slide is Henry Sterneman. 1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th, 8-3 in favor of Civic Memorial. Eisenjägers. Next pitch on the way.
He did go around.
He did go around. Tried to hold up, but had too much momentum going forward with that bat. Eli Clay on deck. Sterneman has, hit him right between the shoulder blades.
Ouch.
So runners on first and second for Collinsville.
They'll try and work that one out.
Yeah.
Catcher number 44, Eli Clay.
I believe that was the second hit batter. Odell was hit by a pitch earlier. And here is Eli Clay, who has grounded out twice, once to third, once to second. Runners on first and second, 1 away. Swing and a miss. Righty, Eisenjäger from the stretch, pitches. Swinging a high fly ball. That's heading to right field and moving into foul territory. Oh, right before he crossed the foul line. Nice grab out there by Rust.
Yeah.
That was a long way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Second out of the inning, and everybody will have to go back to their bases.
And we got another pinch hitter here is Aiden Taylor. We'll grab him.
Hey, he's supposed to be my post-game guest.
All right.
Up next for the Kahok's pinch hitting number 30, Aiden Taylor.
Taylor also looking for his first base hit of the year.
I believe he is 0 for 1. A good time to get something going here.
Sure. We'll see how many of these guys are going to come in and play the field.
Yeah. Be the 2 corner outfield spots at this point.
Yep. Pitch.
Low.
Low. Ball 1. Runners on first and second. Sterneman was walked, and Spudich was hit by a pitch. They both have their leads. 2 outs in the inning. The 1-0 from Eisenjäger is on the way. Strike called. 1-1. Didn't know I was going to need to bring a coat.
I'm comfortable.
I am for now.
Yeah.
Actually, my feet are feeling a little cold here. Swing and a miss by Taylor.
I kind of tied him up there.
We got the little garage door open down there below us, so all that air is coming in and
filtering up.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. And the pitch, a bouncer right back to Eisenjäger, who is going to throw over to first in time. Wanted to go to second, but no one was covering. So a 1-3 put out to end the inning. And Collinsville will strand their 8th and 9th runners of this game, and we will head to the top of the 6th inning. Still 8-3 in favor of Civic Memorial, and we'll be back to tell you about the brand new inning when we return from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all the accessories. Rich has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. Back here at Fletcher Field, Todd Duke and Zach Roseman along with you. A very long game. We're already over 2 hours on this one. We have reached the top of the 7th, and Hayden Spudich does stay in and will take over the duties in left field for Braden Henson, but Cal Swartz will re-enter the game, and he will remain in right field, and Tyler Hunterbrinker back on the hill for his second inning of work. And here is Luke Klauser. Klauser walked in the second, struck out in the third, and started the barrage. Well, didn't start. He was in the middle of the barrage of 4 straight doubles by Civic Memorial in their 5-run 5th. Doubled and came around to score on a double by the guy on deck, and Brock Rust. Hunterbrinker pitches, and that one is outside, ball 1. How about a nice 1-2-3 inning?
That'd be pretty nice. I can go and.
Can I order that? Who do I got to call to order that? 1-2-3 inning. 1-2-3-1-800-WW.com. We'll just use phone numbers and websites.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Call the umpire.
Yep.
1 ball, 1 strike to count.
You got a time called?
Clay Smith said he called the umpire. You got all the umpires' numbers, right? That's true. 1-1 the count. Top of the 6th. Still got a little bit of sunshine. I thought we might have been done seeing it, but I'm glad it's out still.
Mm-hmm.
Swing and a high fly ball on the move. Carson Perrell, he's going to get there again. He's made a couple of nice catches, but I'll just remember the one that he didn't catch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right.
Klauser, long fly out in center for out number 1. That was because he should have had it. I was shocked that he missed it.
Yeah, that was a bit of an odd one.
It
But
was.
Works out okay.
1 away, and here is Brock Rust, who doubled and scored, knocked in a run with his double in the last inning. Before that, Klauser walked and scored. That was the only run they scored in the second. Or excuse me, he walked and was stranded at third. And then he had a single back in the 4th inning, but was out on a 3-5 put out. That was that nice play by Holting over at first. Quickly 0-2 to Brock Rust. Ryan Lamar, the shortstop, waits on deck. Hunterbringer brings in the 0-2. Ooh, inside. Yeah, that was pretty close.
Just in. The zone has been consistent. That's all you can ask.
Oh, yeah, I have no problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
1-2 pitch on the way. Down and low. If your only complaint about an umpire behind home plate is
that you
can't see his arm come up when he does a strike, that's a pretty good day for a home plate umpire.
Yeah. Had no issues with the officiating.
No. 2-2 the count. Yeah, here it is. And another one a little bit low and outside. 3-2.
0-2. Want to get this guy if you can.
Yeah. Went from 0-2 to 3-2, just like that. And the 3-2 pitch on the way from Hunterbrinker. Outside, he walked him. I guess my call didn't go through for that 1-2-3 inning.
Well, we can still face the minimum.
Could.
Ground ball
Double play would do it.
Yeah, ground ball double play.
Yeah.
Tap something to SWIP.
Haven't seen one of those yet today, so we're due, right?
Sure.
Here is Ryan Lamar, who doubled in that first run in the second inning. Reached on an error and scored in the fourth, and doubled in a run in the fifth, which almost everyone seemed to have done in that fifth inning.
An RBI double earlier before that, didn't he?
And foul ball. No, yeah, RBI double in the second.
Yeah.
So 2 RBI doubles in this game. 2 runs scored in the game for the Eagles shortstop.
Collinsville back in action tomorrow. Civic Memorial, we mentioned at the start of the broadcast. Only one other game this week. They
don't play again until Saturday at Staunton.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-1. High. 1-1. About ready to order a pizza.
It's getting close to dinner time.
I made sure I ate like at 2:30, but I think that has since worn off. Swinging a chance for Pomerantz, goes right underneath his glove.
That's a tough play, but I do think that will unfortunately be an error. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
First baseman number 9, Hudson Wesley.
Second error of the game. Collins was only, they were averaging just a half an error per game. They only had 4 errors coming in.
Yeah. And even that was only their second.
Yeah, they're second today, so now they're only up to 6.
Yeah.
9th game. And the runner goes from second. Now he bluffs and then goes back. And here is Hudson Wesley, who checked back into the game.
Mm-hmm.
Cox hit for him in that 5-run fifth and walked, and then was out on that 2-5-1-2-6-3 play.
Something like that.
Something like that. That's what we're going with. That's what I have written down.
All right.
1 out, 2 runners on. And the runner goes down to second.
Oh.
They're going to have him tagged up now because the other guy was already back. Now they're going to try to get the lead runner, and second base is already occupied again. So here is Swip over to Pomerantz, and Pomerantz is going to tag the runner out.
And back to first goes the other guy. So
yeah, you figure that one out.
All right. So well, it'll be a caught stealing. So what was that? 2. Oh gosh, how do we want that? 2, 6.
Well, he threw it down to first, didn't he?
Oh well.
Yeah. So 2, 3.
All right.
Then 6.
2, 3, 6.
5.
5.
Pomerantz was the last one. So
Yeah,
2, 3, 6, 5.
All right.
At any rate, there's an out, and there's a runner at first.
Yep. Second out.
Yeah. 2 outs in the inning. And the pitch, swinging a foul ball out of play. That'll make the count at 2-1. So the run at first remains. That is Ryan Lamar. Wesley at the plate with a 2-1 count. 2 outs. 2-1. And the pitch from Hunter Brinker is on the way. Low, ball 3. Hudson Wesley. Before he was pinch hit for by Cox, he struck out and reached on a fielder's choice. Hunter Brinker ready with the next. Swing and a chance for Will Swip. He's going to have to backhand it again, but he just couldn't get there in time. That is a base hit.
Yeah, so that one will score as a hit.
And that is the 11th hit of the afternoon for Civic Memorial, and we are back to runners on first and second. Still 2 away, though, so 1 more out is all we need.
Mm-hmm.
And that will bring up Evan Spurgeon. Spurgeon has struck out, grounded out, walked and scored. Stands in from the left side. Unterbrinker trying to get out of this with no more runs scored. Already enough on the board. Swing and a miss. He swung right over the top of that one. I don't know why it does that flashing thing.
Yeah, don't know. Not sure what it's doing.
Myself included. Pitch. Inside and low. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Collinsville down to their final 6 outs up at the plate to try and claw their way back into this one, down 5 runs.
Not over till it's over.
Yep. Collinsville scored their 3 runs all the way back in the first inning. And you know what? They could have scored more.
Mm-hmm. They've had their opportunities, but Eagles pitching staff showing some depth.
Yeah, they've left 9 base runners on in this game. So they've had some opportunities, but just can't add on to the 3 they got in the first. 2-1 the count to Spurgeon. And the pitch. Runner goes. Throw down. That's going to be in time. He's a dead duck.
All right.
So Lemar gets thrown out 2-5 for out number 3. 2 of the 3 outs happened on the base paths. And that will send us to the bottom of the 6th inning. Collinsville needs a lot of base runners to have a lot of chances, and we're going to find out what they have up their sleeve when we come back from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is one of the area's longest-running VFW posts. VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville is your place to meet and join other area veterans. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville offers all kinds of activities to help our veterans, as well as engaging the public with fun, food, fellowship, and a great time for great causes. Blood drives, fundraisers, raffles, and a Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday night. Plus, VFW Post 1117 in Caseyville has event space for your parties, celebrations, and other get-togethers. For more information, check out the VFW Post 1117's Facebook page or call the Caseyville VFW at 618-344-9878.
Carson Perrell leads things off here in the bottom half of the 6th for Collinsville as the Kahawks have the top of the order coming up. Carson Perrell, Roman Pomerantz, Will Swip. Perrell has 1 for 3 and make that now 2 for 4.
Oh.
As he starts things off with a base hit, and an error is going to allow him to come in and take second base.
All right.
So a base hit and E8.
Yes, fielding error by Godar. That's a start.
Yeah.
Third baseman.
Need a lot more than that, but at any rate, Collinsville will pick up their 6th hit of the afternoon, and that'll bring up Roman Pomerantz. Pomerantz has been on base all 3 times today, a double, 2 walks. He started off that 3-run rally for Collinsville in the first.
Balk.
And a balk is going to allow Perrell to go to third. That's our 2nd walk by the Eagles here today.
And we're just confirming.
Yeah, Chris Fair out of the dugout. He wants an explanation too, but I don't think he's going to get one.
All right. Umpires got together and talked about it, but pretty brief conversation, and Perrell will move up to third.
Something about him bringing his hand up to his face or something?
Yeah. Let's say if he brought the glove hand up, then.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. All right, runner at third and no one out. And here is Pomerantz, who swings at the first pitch he sees, and the skies one back behind us out of play. Pomerantz has been on base all 3 times, as I mentioned, a double, 2 walks. Came around and scored the first run of the game for Collinsville in that 3-run bottom half of the first. 0-1 pitch on the way, and that's a single, and that's going to score a run. There you go. That's a start.
Yep. Had to take it where it was pitched. Old school opposite field hitting.
Shortstop number 55.
Pomerantz has been on base 4 times today. Here is Will Swip. Swip on the afternoon has singled and walked. Sandwiched in between that was a pop-up to the third baseman, and he swings right through that pitch. No changes for CM in this half inning. Hasenjager stays out there on the mound. And Swip ready with the 0-1 from the aforementioned Hasenjager. Swinging a foul ball back to the screen, and quickly 0-2 to Will Swip. Senior this year as well. Also played Kahok football in the fall.
A few multi-sport guys on this team.
Yeah.
Swip will call time.
Hasenjager ready with the 0-2. There it is. That's high and outside. Ball 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Pomerantz on over at first. He knocked in Carson Perrell. Pomerantz with his 4th run batted in of the year. Hasenjager from the stretch pitches. That one's in the dirt. 2-2. More baseball coming your way tomorrow. Zach Roseman will be here to bring the Southwestern Conference opener to you. Against Belleville West, I will have the Southwestern Conference opener for boys volleyball at O'Fallon as that pitch misses well outside, and we go from 0-2 to 3-2. I also have some Lady Kahok soccer coming up for you at home on Thursday. Pink out game against Belleville East. 3-2 pitch from Hasenjager on the way. Swinging a high fly ball. That one's got some distance, and that one is going to be up against the wall and coming around and going to be held at first as Pomerantz. Boy, that was close to going out.
Yep. That will help, and that will prompt a mound visit, and this might be all for Hasenjager.
We shall see. Nobody out. Runners on at second and third. And did he take the ball out of his glove?
Not yet.
Yes, he did. It's in his left hand.
Well, no motion for a change of any kind yet.
Maybe he just wanted to hold on to the ball for a little bit.
Yep. Give it back. Give it
nope.
back. Or, well,
he is going to give that ball to Jacob Flowers. So we are going to have a pitching change. So we will tell you the numbers on Flowers when we return from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010.
Rain Holting will come to the right side of the plate, and Jacob Flowers will be who he is facing, and Flowers on the year has 8 1/3 innings pitched. He's 0-1 with a 1.68 earned run average, and he has struck out 8 and walked 2. There's a bouncing ball to the shortstop. He bobbles it. Everybody is, nope, he's going to be out at first base, but Holting does pick up an RBI on the 6-3 putout as Pomerantz comes in to score. And over to third base will go Will Swip. And Collinsville chipping away here. 8-5. By the way, Spurgeon went from second to third, and Hasenjager stayed in the game and takes over second base for Spurgeon, while Flowers moves from third to the pitcher's mound. Everybody following along?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's all just shuffling around.
Yeah, here is Logan Odell up with a runner on third base and 1 out. Odell hit by a pitch, singled, and struck out in this game. Stranded at third. Both times he made it to the bases. That was the hit by pitch in the first and the single in the third. He was actually balked to second and then went over to third on a ground out by Clay. 2-0 the count to the DH Logan Odell. Be my guess that he's pitching tomorrow.
Probably Thursday.
Yeah, okay.
Because he was the starter on Friday.
Okay, I got you. 2-0. Outside, gets away, and coming in from third base is going to be Will Swip, and he's going to be in there. And Collinsville picks up another run. All of a sudden, Canucks are only down by 2.
Wild pitch or pass ball?
Oh, that's a wild pitch.
Yeah,
that was in the dirt.
Yeah, I call that a wild pitch. All right.
So Odell in there with a 3-0 count in his favor. He can just take a pitch, and he does on the inside corner for a called strike.
All right. Just got to keep the line moving.
That's the plan, sir. That is the plan. 2 runs home here in this inning. Or excuse me, is that 3? 3 runs home? Yeah.
As Odell draws the walk.
3 runs home here in this inning. Odell.
Yeah, 3. Yep.
Second
with the
baseman,
walk.
Number 17, Henry Sterneman.
And here is Henry Sterneman. Sterneman walked twice, grounded out once. Throw over to first base. Back in time is Odell. Hayden Sputich waits on deck. First pitch misses. 1-0 to Henry Sterneman. Shadows are getting very long here.
Past the 2.5 hour mark of this game.
Oh, yeah, I know. If Collinsville has it their way, we'll play extra innings. Unless they want to walk it off in the bottom of the 7th.
They're hoping we don't need them.
Yeah.
Time called as Flowers will tie his shoe. All ready? Think.
Yes, we are. Flowers. Ready with the next. Outside and low. Ball 3.
Broke a long way.
Yeah.
But did not find the zone.
Only 1 away.
Yep. The
next delivery is on the outside corner for a called strike as Once again, Sterneman was taking all the way, just like Odell did when he was up there at 3-0. Sterneman awaits the 3-1. Here it is.
Strike
two. 3-2.
At the low outside corner. Kahok dugout making some noise now.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go check on my hotspot here and see if my battery power is all right. Down on strikes is Sterneman. Second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Hayden Spudich, who was hit by a pitch his first time up.
Yes.
Yeah, about halfway there.
Yeah, going through quite a bit of it.
I know.
Which, I mean,
pitch, high and outside. I do have the charger with me, though, and I would have to use an extension cord.
Well, you'd figure it out.
I would. Back over into first base after the throw is Odell. And there's a popping out of the glove over there of Wesley. Not far enough for anybody to do anything about it. The 1-0 pitch from Flowers on the way. Spudich skies one high.
And
that one is going to fall into the field of play in foul territory, but giving it a chase was Spurgeon, and he couldn't quite get there in time. Pretty expansive foul territory over here on the third base. Well, on both sides, actually.
Yeah.
It's a long run from third base where you're playing third base.
To out, in that deeper foul territory.
Yeah. Here comes the 1-1. A bunt over our heads. That one just barely missed going on top of the broadcast booth here.
Yeah. I was afraid I was going to have to make a play.
I know, right? That'd be the only way that we would get a ball in the booth is on one of the plays like that. I have to play Joel Holfer here to take care of the equipment. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count. Pitch on the way. Struck him out, and that'll end the inning. But Collinsville does get a couple of back. 3, as a matter of fact.
3 runs on 3 hits.
3 runs on 3 hits. And runner left on base once again for Collinsville. That'll take us, though, to the top of the 7th inning. I didn't think we'd ever get to the 7th inning the way this game's been going.
Yeah.
But we have, and we will come back and tell you all about the brand new inning when we return from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. All Fluffed Up Grooming Salon in Caseyville is your go-to place to get that pampered treatment for your fur baby. All Fluffed Up offers one-on-one grooming sessions by skilled and professional groomers, focusing on a stress-free and fear-free experience for both pup and pup parent. Owned and operated by former Kahok Jenny Eves, All Fluffed Up in Caseyville offers nail trimming, ear cleanings, bathing, and fur trimming, as well as full cuts. All Fluffed Up Grooming Salon in Caseyville, 16 East Reynolds Street. Call Jenny Eves for an appointment at 618-855-8533. Mobile grooming coming soon. That's All Fluffed Up in Caseyville, 618-855-8533. Looking for some unique food options, super cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere with an attentive staff? Look no further than Hurricanes Bar and Grill in Collinsville. Owned and operated by former Kahok State soccer champ Tim Johnson, Hurricanes has been one of the area's great meeting places for fun, food, live sports and music, and video gaming. Daily specials like Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, and Fish Fridays. Hurricanes will tackle those hunger pains. Hurricanes is always open during all of Uptown Collinsville's Main Street festivals. Hurricanes is the place to satisfy your hunger and thirst needs. Hurricanes Bar and Grill, 222 West Main Street in Collinsville. Back here at Fletcher Field, Todd Duke, Zach Roseman with me. I really didn't mean to stop that commercial, even though I've already played it. I just barely even touched that pad, and it's like, see you later, Todd, thanks. Yeah. It is 59 degrees, feels like 57 now, after a high earlier today of 65 or 66. It was a nice day out, man. I went out and cut the grass. It was all right. Here's a swing and a miss by Spurgeon, the 8, 9, and 1 batters here for Civic Memorial. Cardinals, by the way, are at the Nationals, and the Nationals have a 1-0 lead over the Cardinals in the bottom of the first.
This is, we back around to McGreevy again, pitching for the Cardinals?
I think so. I didn't look.
Okay.
I think so, though, after Leahy pitched yesterday. No, McGreevy pitched the other day.
We come back?
I think you're back to Palante.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. 2-2.
And, Andre, he had a pretty good outing, first time out.
Yeah.
See how he goes.
Salvaged that last game from out of Detroit. That was a tough series, man.
Yeah.
I was thinking when you're going to the Washington Nationals, you should win 2 out of 3 because they're not that good. Miles Michaelis is there, and he's having a horrible year to start.
Yeah, his first outing was not a very good one for the Lizard King. Although, from what I remember, he hates that nickname.
I don't think I'd like it either.
No, there was a story behind it.
Spurgeon. Skies one. On the move is Spudich. And he'll haul it in for out number 1 for Spurgeon. He is now 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored.
Second baseman number 1, Brady Hassenjager.
And here is Brady Hassenjager. Hassenjager has 1 base hit, knocked in a couple of runs. He knocked in both runs in that 2-run 4th inning. On the outside of that, he lined out in the 2nd and struck out in the 5th. And the pitch is in there for a called strike. Top of the 7th inning. Need to hold him right where you are and then come in and score 3 runs in the bottom half of the 7th to walk this thing off. That one just missed.
Just high.
Yeah. Hunter Brinker back out there for another inning of work. Everybody else stays the same. No defensive changes at all for Matt Pomerantz and his Kahok Baseball Club with the 1-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a foul ball back behind us. That bounces over to the road and then goes into the thatchy, dry-looking brown stuff out there. I'm not even sure what that is.
Yeah. 1-2 pitch coming to Hassenjager.
Hunter Brinker ready. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ball hit the ground, so Clay has to throw down to first, but still going to go down as a strikeout for out number 2. And then back to the top of the order for Dane Goddard. Godar.
I think. I don't know. Whatever.
Has a double. No, single. For some reason or another, the Xerox kind of left that part blank. So he has a single, a walk in his last 2 at-bats, but his first 2 at-bats were both swinging strikeouts. So officially 2 for 4 on the day. Pitch. Swinging a high fly ball. Both shortstop and third base coming in, and Will Swift couldn't handle it. It must be really hard to see in that milky twilight sky, but it's going to have to go down as an error.
And the CM dugout will let them hear about it.
Third error of the game for Collinsville.
Left fielder number 3, Chase Butler.
That ball stayed up in the air so long that
Goddard
probably could have made it to second.
If he'd stick with it all the way. But
as it bounced off of Swip and kind of went towards second base, or the second base where Sterneman is anyway. So a runner at first and 2 out, and that'll bring up Chase Butler. And he steps out of the way of a pitch. Butler is 1 for 4 on the afternoon. Singled in a run in that 5-run 5th inning, but before that he had 2 ground outs and a strikeout. Hunter Brinker ready with the 1-0. There it is. Swinging a chance for Swip to make up for it. He stops the ball long enough, throws, and in time for the out. Boy, oh boy, was that close.
Yeah.
We will head to the bottom of the 7th inning, and Collinsville needs 3 runs to walk this thing off. We'll find out if they can do it all together when we come back from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Mike and Sarah's Produce in Collinsville is a one-stop destination for seasonal fruits, vegetables, and more. Located at 116 North Bluff Road, Mike and Sarah's Produce features fresh selections of your favorite fruits and veggies, from cherries, peaches, and watermelons to corn, tomatoes, and zucchini. You can find all of your produce needs at Mike and Sarah's. Seasonal favorites such as pumpkins in the fall, summer peaches, spring asparagus, and more. Plus, Mike and Sarah's Produce is a go-to in the spring for flowered plants, hanging baskets, and a large selection of fresh seafood. Mike and Sarah's Produce, 116 North Bluff Road in Collinsville. Stop by today. Looking for something to get your student involved in? Maybe joining the Collinsville Kahok Trap Team is that something. Created in 2017, the Collinsville Kahok Trap Team has joined a long line of area schools in one of the fastest growing and safest sports in the country. Trap shooting is a fun, team-oriented outdoor sport that offers friendship, competition, and teamwork, all in a safe and fun environment that encourages students to be part of a team in which they will learn valuable skills and are encouraged to engage in community involvement through volunteering and mentoring. If Collinsville Trap sounds like something your student would be interested in, call Collinsville Trap at 618-795-9893 or visit Collinsville Kahok Trap on Facebook. 618-795-9893. Once again, we welcome you back here to Fletcher Field at Woodland Park. Todd Duke, Zach Rosen with you. Well, Civic Memorial had a 8-9-1 batting thing going on in their half of the seventh, and so does Collinsville. It'll be Eli Clay, and is that Aiden Taylor?
No, that is Cal Swartz.
Okay, so Cal Swartz is going to be back in there, and then back to the top of the order in Carson Perrell. Here is Eli Clay, who is 0 for 3 this afternoon with 2 ground outs and a flyout. Got to have some base runners to have a chance. Flowers pitches outside, ball 2. JV bus just pulled up.
Yep, they were playing down at the middle school.
Yeah. That one is in there for a called strike. 2-1.
Oh, they called that?
He did.
All right. I didn't think so.
I didn't think so either, but what do I think and what do I see is 2 totally different things. There's a grounder to the shortstop. Nice play over there by Ryan Lemar, and there is 1 away.
Right fielder, number 50, Cal Swartz.
There's Cal Swartz. Swartz is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. He was pinch hit for by Aiden Taylor back in the 5th inning and then re-entered the game. Singled back in the 2nd.
Hit by a pitch.
And now hit by a pitch. That means the tying run is now on deck.
Back to the top of the order.
Tying run's at the plate.
Center fielder, number 27.
Oh, the tying run is, the winning run I meant to say.
Yeah.
Is in the on-deck circle in the form of Roman Pomerantz, who has been on base all 4 times today. Here is Carson Perrell, who singled and came around to score in the 3-run 6th. Singled and was stranded at 2nd, back in the 2nd, and other than that, a pop-up and a flyout. So officially 2 for 4 this afternoon. First pitch misses. Runner on first, 1 away. Perrell awaits the next from Flowers. Outside.
Just.
Yep.
And not in the Bob Uecker sense.
No. 2-0. Maybe Perrell can get a hold of one here for his first home run of the season and tie this thing up. Throw over to first base and back in there safely is Swartz. That was a snap throw by Flowers for sure.
Mm-hmm. Been picked off once. I'm sure he doesn't want it happening again.
Yep. And the pitch is high, 3-0. .30 pitch from Flowers. To Perrell on the way. He's taken all the way, and he took a strike. Can't say as I blame him, even though you probably knew that a meatball was coming in.
No point. Just
kind
of play your percentages.
3-1 pitch from Flowers. Ooh, over his head. Back to the screen it goes, but that's going to put runners on first and second. And how about a walk-off home run by Roman Pomerantz to send us all home happy?
That would be nice.
Sure would be.
Well, we got a mound visit in the interim. I'm sure kind of running out of arms a little bit. Our Civic.
Yeah, but they're not playing till Saturday, so they can use whatever they want. I have not seen Coach Fair reach out for the baseball yet, so.
So we've seen Butler, we've seen Hazenjager.
Seen Cox.
We have not seen Wesley or Flowers.
Flowers is out there right now.
Oh, Flowers is pitching, right. We have not
seen Rust or Witcher.
Witcher has not played at all.
Nope.
But for now, Flowers will stay out there.
Yep.
Now batting the third baseman, number 4.
All right, Roman Pomerantz, who's been on base all 4 times today. Double, single, RBI, scored twice, walked twice. They may not want to pitch to him. Maybe that's what the meeting was.
They'd walk. Well,
I know. I'm going to be careful with him, that's for sure. Inside with the first pitch.
And say, I think the high school rule is now how it is in the majors, where you can just say, just put him on.
Yep.
So they are going to pitch to him.
But they might not really want to pitch to him.
And don't want to give him anything too good.
Yeah. 1-0 the count. Runners on first and second. 1 away. Pitch. Outside.
Just missed.
Yep. Will Swip waiting on deck. Pomerantz doubled in his first at bat. If he can do that again, he might tie this game up. 2-0. Here's the pitch from Flowers. Outside. That's a called strike.
All right.
Two and one.
Kind of giving him room down the lines.
Yeah. Swing and a ball that bounces off of home plate, so that'll even things out at 2-2. This is almost a 3-hour game.
Coming up on it.
2-2. 2 runners on, 1 out. Collinsville trailing by 3. Winning run at the plate, pitch outside, full count.
Let's see if Coach Smith is right.
Clay Smith been up here the whole day.
Mm-hmm.
Cheering on his Kahawks. Flowers ready with the 3-2. Here it is. Swing and a chance for the shortstop. Into his glove and he bobbles it. Everybody's going to be safe. Bases are going to be loaded for Will Swip.
All right. E6.
And Pomerantz has been on base all 5 times.
Next for the Kahawks, shortstop number 55, Will Swip.
Yeah, Will Swip will have a chance at the heroics. Swip has singled and doubled in this game. He has walked and popped up, so he has been on base 3 of the 4 times he has been up to the plate. Flowers ready to go. Outside, strike 1.
All right.
Bases full of Kahawks. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Outside. Ball 1, 1-1.
Nice job there from Klauser, keeping it in front of him.
Swartz is on at third. Perril's on at second. Pomerantz on at first. Flowers ready with the 1-1 to Swip. Inside and high. Got the outside. Got the inside corner, though. 1-2.
All right. That's why you get 3.
Rain Holting waits on deck. He's hoping he doesn't have to go anywhere. 1-2 pitch. He reached for it, struck him out. Kahawks down to their final out.
First baseman, number 46, Rain Holting.
So Rain Holting gets an opportunity to be the hero. He has been on base once, reached on an error, came around to score the 3rd and final run in that 3-run first inning. Since then, a pop-up and back-to-back groundouts to the shortstop. That one's outside and low. I'll tell you what, Klauser has really worked hard back there today, and he's made a couple of great stops, a couple of great blocks, and has had to leap out kind of to his right to stop a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
The 1-0 pitch from Flowers to Holting is on the way. Swinging a high fly ball. That one's going to go right to the right fielder and into the glove of Russ to end it. And Collinsville will strand their 11th, 12th, and 13th runners of this game, and Civic Memorial will win this one by a final score of 8-6. Well, Zach Roseman, we tried.
Yeah, we put in a good effort for it, but the Eagles are able to pick up the win. And, but I think showing some good fight back gives you some hope for tomorrow. And we'll see how things go against Belleville West.
Yep, we will. Well, you have fun tomorrow, and thank you very much for hanging out today. We appreciate you.
All right, we've got, let's see, who we have. The winning pitcher would be...
Oh, God, I couldn't even tell you. That's some math I don't want to do, and I got a post-game show to do.
All right, we'll figure that out in a bit.
Yep. All right. We move on to the post-game show brought to you today by LC's Pub in Caseyville. Great food, great drinks, and great service, all served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. 605 North Main Street in Caseyville is where you will find them. You can give them a call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007. Back with the post-game wrap-up in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice.
We love to have you come work for the city of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the city of Collinsville.
The choices you make to celebrate the life of your loved one should be as special as the person they represent. That's why you will always find the staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville ready to go the extra mile to meet the needs of you and your family during those times. For over 100 years, Her Funeral Home has been there for Collinsville and the surrounding communities. Of the many arrangements made after losing a loved one, the first is the selection of a funeral home. The staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville can help with that planning. Call Her Funeral Home in Collinsville at 618-344-0187. Her Funeral Home, serving Collinsville families for over 100 years. 618-344-0187. Is it finally time to start doing what you've been talking about doing for years? Start making those plans right now and let Northwestern Mutual help you plan your future. Former Kahawk Joe Philpott can help you get started with that plan today. Joe Philpott, a financial advisor with Northwestern Mutual, can help build a plan specifically for you with a wide range of financial options and the flexibility to change that plan as your priorities change. To get started on your future, give Joel Philpott a call today at Northwestern Mutual's Fairview Heights office at 618-606-2022. Spend your life living with Northwestern Mutual. Call Joel Philpott today, 618-606-2022.
Want to catch some of the best live music in Collinsville from a band of all local area residents? Look no further than Sonically Pleasing. Sonically Pleasing with Tim Carlisle, Jim Cason, Logan Carlisle, and Caleb Tanzius play some of the best rock and roll hits from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. You can catch Sonically Pleasing at some of the area's finest venues, as well as book Sonically Pleasing for your private event or party. To put some music in your life, it's Sonically Pleasing. Check out Sonically Pleasing's Facebook page for upcoming live show dates and to book them for your special event, or call to book that event at 618-401-0052. Pleasing live rock music for your ears. Sonically Pleasing, 618-401-0052. That's 618-401-0052. Are you a collector of sports trading cards and other sports memorabilia? Then you need to check out Rippin' Rookies Cards and Collectibles in Collinsville. Rippin' Rookies specializes in sports cards from all the major sports, MLB, NBA, NFL, plus Star Wars cards and more. Rippin' Rookies buys, sells, and trades cards and other memorabilia, and they have a large selection of single and graded cards. Walk-ins at Rippin' Rookies are welcome, or you can set up an appointment for large collections at sales@rippinrookies.com. Rippin' Rookies, 102 East Clay Street in the Old Herald Complex. Open Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Sundays, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Rippin' Rookies, Collinsville sports card and memorabilia destination. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
We welcome you back into the LC's Pub post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We were due to talk things over with Aiden Taylor, one of the seniors, but we're going to have to push that off to another day. As you can tell, the whole team is still out there just off of the third baseline having a little team meeting. So Collinsville loses this one here today. 8-6 was the final score. Civic Memorial had 8 runs on 11 hits. They committed 3 errors and left 9 base runners on base. Collinsville, with 6 runs scored on 8 hits, they also committed 3 errors, and they left 13 base runners on base. It was that 5-run 5th inning for Civic Memorial when they sent up 10 batters in one inning that scored that 5 runs, and that really loomed large as Collinsville tried to mount a comeback, had 3 runs in that 6th inning and had the bases loaded with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th, but couldn't get anybody home, and thus the game ends by a score of 8-6. Big thank you to Matt Pomerantz joining me on the post-game show, or pre-game show, excuse me. And another big thank you to Zach Roseman joining me on the other microphone. I am back at you tomorrow. Zach Roseman is here. He will be bringing you the Southwestern Conference baseball opener against Belleville West tomorrow afternoon on the Kahok Broadcast Club Student Network, and I will be heading to O'Fallon to bring you the Southwestern Conference opener for your boys volleyball team. I'll be on the air sometime between 5:30 and 6 o'clock. The scheduled start of the varsity game is at 6 p.m., but that always will depend on the JV game. If it's one of those matches that go only 2 sets, we'll be on a little earlier. If it goes all 3, then we'll be close to being on time. So until then, my name is Todd Duke. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Monday evening.